Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to Stylus League episode 98. My name is Mike Thompson. If you're new to the show, every week we come on here, we sculpt something. We usually pick a project, work on it for around 4 weeks. It's been more this time because we have some special guests on. This time we have the wonderful Erick Sosa and Ian Robinson. AKA IR Sculpts is joining us. You guys know him from Maxon, Pixelogic, and all that. So the theme this month is Street Fighter. We are pretty deep into it. We're all kind of rounding the final home plate. Is they say that in football? Yeah, home plate. Yeah. And so anyway, without further ado, let's get into the show.
It's the Stylus League. Mike and B pitching the pen, making pitches ascend to the highest ring. The league. Raul running the scheme. Tune into the program and wide receive. Yeah, we dropping these seeds. Art over everything. Drive the dream.
Uh-oh, that didn't work at all. There it is. Hey, woo! Fellas.
Hey.
There. Almost had it without a hitch.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
What's up, guys?
My best sports knowledge, dropping that sports knowledge on y'all. You don't know I do it like that.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna go into how everybody is, but in all honesty, Bradley, how are you doing? You're looking very vibrant.
I'm happy to be alive. Happy that I didn't. Happy I didn't. My wife didn't kill me. Happy that I didn't stress her out. Happy that I made things easier for her. Happy to be here with you guys, and happy to have a new kid. So happy.
I'm
55 tacos, 55 fries, 55 burgers.
Yeah, effectively, right? No, I find it funny that Bradley caught himself saying, "I'm just glad to be alive" for the third time. He's just like, this is just what keeps repeating in my head because that was a close call.
I could not be alive. I could.
I find it funny. I find it funny that Eric has been on a show. I don't know how many episodes, and he still doesn't know the format, how it works yet. Why are you working? Stop working.
Oh, yeah.
Stop working.
I saw it.
This is why he's gotten so far ahead, man. He's killing it.
Yeah, he's
killing it.
He's not waiting for nobody. Right now.
Eric
doing pencils up or down.
I completely understand why you don't want to hear about me. Keep going.
Yeah.
There was Bradley. There was no tacos involved in your story, so Eric is uninterested on what's going
unless that baby was double fisting tacos, he don't care.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy.
Keep moving.
Baby popped out with some barbacoa. All right, guys. This is the Stylus League Creative Livestream, where every month these lovely gentlemen get their art skills to the test by sculpting one character from or more from the theme. The theme of the month right now is Street Fighter. Welcome everybody to the stream. With all of that being said, let me go ahead and start. Actually, since he's already has it up, so let's already just start here. Eric, who are you working on? And what are you doing this week?
It's Ryu. Nah. I just basically right now I just chopped off his arms off and separating that, and I'm just dynameshing the rest of the body and just getting it ready to post him. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Just posting him.
And that is Zangief?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
All right.
Hold on. There you go.
Man.
All right.
Nice.
This is our starting point for today. Whoa, what just happened?
So Ian, while you're sitting
what is
here,
this?
Ian, let me ask you a question. Is there a reason why when you that's by far the coolest feature that I've ever seen in ZBrush, that you can separate the subtools, but they always fly off the screen where I can't actually see anything. So is there a way to make it so that they can stay, they don't spread out so far? Is there any way to do that?
Yeah, you can control that. Yeah, you can control that if you go If you go under the transform, and we when we switch to my screen, I'll show you. But there's a
way. Yeah. You don't have to say
I was about to say before 5 minutes, some tips already. That's good.
Yeah, man. Tips. Oh yeah, I got tips. For you.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, there you go. Boom, found it. Yep. And if you notice too, so under transform, there's an expose feature, and then you'll notice that it's set to X and Y axis is turned on, and then you can actually adjust that, so you can control how far out something is, and that actually works in conjunction with the movie timeline, so you can actually control how far that goes out to spin your model around and then bring it back in. So,
well, that's cool. Nice.
All right.
Pretty cool.
Before we even start the show.
Before anything started.
Tips.
Tips. Speaking of which, Ian.
Just the tips.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, well, no, we'll do that. Ian, what are we working on this week?
All right. So it's nowhere near as close as Eric. So I'm going to be 100% transparent here. Last week, when we did the posing, I opened it up the next day just to look at it, and I utterly hated it. So the true artist in me was like, I'm going to have to at least play with another pose. I settled on something closer to what I'm liking, but there's still some work to be done with that. And I'm really adamantly trying to get the pose locked in first because I'm testing my asymmetrical sculpting skills. And also, too, I really want the anatomy to be purposeful. So anytime that there's a flex or a pump or contraction with the muscle, I want to sculpt that in. So I'm trying to push myself with this piece as well. So my plan is no matter how far I get along today, we're going to continue this piece. I'm going to put some hours into it because I really like where it's going. And yeah, I need to add another Street Fighter print to my collection. So this is where we are at the moment, and we're going to get a lot further today.
All right. What was it about the pose that you didn't like?
Honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. I opened it up and it was just something about it that just like I did not like. It just didn't captivate me. It wasn't as dynamic as I wanted it to be. There was just something funky about it. And when in doubt, throw it out, try something new. It's better to have more options and then maybe take a look at it. But I find that a lot of times if you're forcing something you're not in love with, it's just going to be a challenge and a struggle. And for me, sometimes taking a couple steps back will help me go forward faster than if I am sitting there trying to fight it and put it in its place. So here, this is closer to what I want, but there's still so much I want to do. You know, he needs a facial expression. He needs to finish his pose. Everything needs to start merging together. So a lot of fun stuff to be done.
All right. I'm looking forward to where this ends up at the end of the stream.
Yeah, I'm excited, man.
Nice.
Ian, and that's exactly what I told her. Like, I'm not going to force this. We're not going to do this. We can't make something happen.
No. It has to be. You have to ease yourself into that.
Ease it in. Bradley.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hey, what's up,
What am I
man?
doing tonight?
What are you doing tonight?
Show us what you're working with.
So
Show
have not
your
been able to
moves.
do too much with this guy for obvious reasons. But for tonight, my goal is that I'm going to continue to like clean up and like, so if you look at his face, he's still all clay sculpted and all the other stuff. I'm going to clean up some of that. And I'm probably going to start to clean up some of his hair. And my goal is to have this guy finish. I actually started blocking some of his closeout in Marvelous Designer while I was at the hospital. But if you ever use Marvelous Designer, like trying to like you really to like sit down, and I need my extra screens to look at references to get it locked in right. But just for tonight, the face and the hair is my goal.
All right. Great. Still some great progress, especially given the circumstance. So it's, yeah, really excited to see where that ends up. And last but not least, and will always be last moving forward, Mike.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Cool.
Look at that transition.
Yeah, so I'm working on Cammy. I went and did a little bit more to her boots to make them feel a little better. I gave a kind of a texture to her bodysuit. There's some stuff I found some more reference of her where she has like these gun strap things, like kind of holster thing that comes around. that I want to add to her before I throw a pose on. But yeah, we getting there. She's getting there slowly but surely.
I was thinking you were gonna go like
pose.
your pinup look for this one. This is your superpowers subdued a little bit.
I did not want to get a strike, so I decided to calm down a little bit. This is CrossFit Cammy, not club Cammy. So it is what it is.
Club Cammy.
You didn't bring all your superpowers to this one. Like
all up in the club Cammy. exactly. Yes. Yeah, this is respectable Cammy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing.
No, it looks good, Mike. It looks really good.
Thanks,
absolutely. Okay, so guys, with all that being said, I'm gonna drop myself off the stream so you guys can actually see the art that's being performed, but I will be Oracle in the background. So with all that being said, pencils down and up.
Pencils down and up.
I see a request in the chat that Raul's gonna like. Where do you see it?
I'll get to it. B says, "Sup, boys? What's up, B? Welcome to the stream.
What's up?
Hey, Jamie B, you already know how this is gonna go. Hey, Stylus League.
Mm-hmm. I still think there should be another day.
I know we feel that way. Yeah. I know you feel that way. Gus says, "Hello, guys. Hey, B.
Up,
hey,
Gus?
Jamie." Those last two weren't for us. Ben says, "Hi, Stylus League." What's up, Ben? Jace is on the stream going, "Let's go." Welcome to the stream, Jace. Glad to see you back. Gus is saying, "Looking super sharp, Mike. Don't inflate his head any more than you should."
I just cut my hair. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
I got a haircut too. Nobody sees it because I have a hat on, but I got a haircut too. Orlando said, and so did Bradley. Orlando says, "Hello, guys. Hello, chat."
What's up?
Gut says, "Hey, Bradley's back. The prodigal son returns." How you feeling about that one, Bradley?
I'm happy to be alive.
All right, moving on. JV says, "Congrats again, Bradley."
Thank you.
B is also saying some congratulations. Orlando is saying, "Welcome back, Bradley."
Thank you.
Guys, Zujitsu's back here. TGIF, Stylus League, and chat. Welcome,
Dope name.
Zujitsu. B say, actually, yeah, B does say congrats, Brad, but that was somehow I missed something. All right, so B says, is this Geef Nation for Zangief or Geef? I'll say Geef. Geef Nation.
Geef Nation.
Geef Nation.
What is that?
Okay.
You play Zangief?
Yeah.
He is so deep into this sculpt, you guys.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just really focused today.
Like, he's so focused.
Reb says, "Stylus League, what's up? Easy reader, Raul. What's up? What's up, Reb? What's up? How you doing, Reb? You doing all right?" Gus is giving us some googly eyes, guys. Goo. Marikat! Marikat is on. What's going on?
Well, he does a voice and his mic cuts out. That's how high he gets.
Yeah. Is that the voice?
Voice.
Smooches, Mike. Smooches.
I had an old conversation with Marikat last weekend about it. She actually loves the voice. I told her not to encourage you.
Oh, she
for
encouraged.
some reason she does.
Yeah, she encouraged.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's what it is.
It's just House is on. What's up? looking crazy good as usual. Thanks.
Hey,
It's
Ian.
just how.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Okay.
Can I ask you a quick question? I'm sorry. I just
No,
gotta
you
get this out
can.
real
It's,
quick.
it's your show, buddy.
So what's the quickest way? I loaded in an alpha, right? But it's heading the wrong way. I don't want to. I know I can go into the UV and rotate the UV to make it go horizontal or vertical. But is there a quick? What's the fastest way to take this alpha, which is running horizontal, and flip it 90 degrees to make it run vertical?
Ooh.
Is there a way I can take it and load it into the alphas up here and then rotate it?
Trying to think. 90 degrees.
Yeah, right now the lines are running horizontal. I want them to be running vertical.
Yeah. Okay. Try this. Go up to texture.
Okay.
And then go to select your texture and try that flip H, or there's a rotate button. There's a rotate 90 degrees. If you load in the texture.
Well, right now this is the alpha that I loaded into the surface noise. Right, so if I go into surface, edit,
so
see it's running this way. I'd like for it to be running up and down instead of side to side.
Well, if you have that, there's an angle in surface noise. If you go to surface noise down at the bottom, you have Y, Z, and X.
I never get this to work for me. Yeah.
Is it not working?
Well, let's try it. Which one am I doing? Because I don't know X, Y, Z. Let's get this confused. It's either X or Y,
I just
right?
play with the two. Yeah, I think it's X.
Let's say 90. Wait, I did Y. I said X and then I did Y. All right, hold on. 90. Tab. See, it doesn't do anything. Am I supposed to do something after I type in the number?
No, it should do it. And you're running. It's selected UV, or are you on no UVs?
I'm on UV.
UV? That's a good question. It should be.
Let me try Y. Yeah, these never do anything for me.
What I would say is maybe just like a troubleshoot method now at this point would be loaded in the texture menu and then flip it. There's that rotate 90 degrees. So what I would say is go up to texture, just load it in this palette, and then hit rotate 90 degrees where you want it, and then just save that out real fast and then reload that into your surface.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of a couple steps.
Couldn't I do the same thing with the alpha though?
Yeah.
Because it's an alpha.
Yeah.
But texture. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to like take all this whole thing up. So rotate. All right, and then now what am I going to do to export it now?
Now there's a rotate 90. You have it selected, and then there's a rotate 90 button down towards. You know where there's inverse, rotate 90, flip V.
No, I did it already. See?
Oh yeah.
Now how do I get it back into surface noise?
And then from there, I would just you should be able to just export that out. You also could do it in the alpha. Now that I'm thinking about it, sorry, my brain's fried.
That's okay. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it in the UVs. I'm just going to do it in the UVs. But it's all
okay. That works.
Good. Yeah, the UV master will do it for me. But okay. I didn't mean to cut you guys off. Keep doing your thing.
You're good, man.
Glad you got what you needed.
I didn't, but it's good. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the time. This is one of those. Those are one of those moments where I just straight up failed them. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike.
No, stop it. Never that.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's that our brains are fried at this time of the day already. I mean, I
suck, son guy. I win.
Eric, aren't you on the west side?
Yeah.
You know it's 9 p.m. for us, right?
I know, but you know that I start working at 5 in the morning. So
yeah, nobody.
Wait, what did Eric say?
Nobody tells you to do that.
What did he say?
No, I have to. I have to. I have so many deadlines and stuff.
Yeah,
I wake up like at seriously, I try to go to bed at 10 a.m. and sometimes I wake up at 4:30, take a shower, and start working at 5:30. Then go to the gym at around 8. Come back, have
And
breakfast.
now you're just showing off.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
no,
Like,
it's
why you
true.
gotta flex
It's
on
true.
us like that?
You take a shower every day because
My-
you could save a whole bunch of time. You don't have to take a shower every day. Who are you trying to impress?
No, it's not Saturday. Come on.
My
Every
brain-
second or third day is fine.
Yeah.
My brain is fried. So
Okay. B says, wait, we didn't get a Raul update. I am exhausted. That's my update. I took 2 days off of work and I haven't felt more tired. And anybody who's been around my daughter understands. Zerchan, Zerchan says, what's up, guys? Welcome back, Bradley.
oh,
Thank you.
Marikat says, congratulations, Bradley.
Yikes.
One. She doesn't sound like that.
Yikes.
Her voice is way more lovelier than that.
You know,
And thank you,
you say
Marikat.
that. You say that, but then we get, that's a voice. That's it.
She's just
I
being
think
nice.
she was referring to
That's-
earlier. I
that's-
think she was referring to the voice earlier. I thought you were trying to like imitate her voice.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got it. That's good. Gus says Eric is scoping like there's no tomorrow. I don't know if you know this, Gus. For this model, there is no tomorrow. This is the last day.
literally.
I see what you did there.
Last
Nice.
day.
This is the last day.
This is the last day for this rushing guy.
Zerchan says there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I already threw this up. There is a rotate alpha inside the alpha menu. Ram is asking, when will the next B-side with Brad Grotman be?
It's coming. But he had some
Yeah.
prior commitments to do this week, but he is definitely coming back. So
Yeah, I'm happy you guys like
You-
that.
Yeah, and Brad's in the chat, so he's welcome to answer too.
oh, there you go.
You see, we got a little Brad.
I'm actually Brad's agent, so I don't like to let him speak for himself. Little fact. Did you know that?
Man, Brad, you threw your voice. That's crazy.
He didn't he wouldn't have needed one had he not been giving away his models for free. So there's that.
Mike, don't you manage him in perpetuity?
Yeah,
I do forever. It's
funny.
true.
Across the universe.
That's right. That is right. And I take a small 90% cut.
Small 90% cut. Yep, sounds about right. Jamie says, are you guys doing a live stream for taking Lionel into Substance Painter or uploading that as an extra vid? We're doing something with it for sure.
Yeah. There's a whole thing on that.
There's a something. I only say it that way, Jamie, because there is an announcement that we're gonna make with Lionel. Lionel. Jeez.
Whatever
Mike.
feels right. Whatever feels right.
Mike now has me so subconscious about saying Lionel.
Only because he calls him the woman from the Jefferson's son's name every time he talks about him.
Every time I bring it up, I'm like, hey, so Lionel.
Yeah, exactly.
Gus says, oh, so true, haha. I think he said it exactly that way. Brad says, hey to Ram. Next Wednesday and everyone after that, as long as the guys are okay with it. Yeah, absolutely we are.
Yep.
150%.
Brad, what you mean as long as your manager is okay with it?
Ben says,
Like,
it's so
because
awesome that we get more Stylus League each week now. Yes, I'm excited that we're getting more Stylus League each week now. You should be too. Let's see here. Ben says, Stylus League Unlimited, if you will. Definitely. There's a lot of things in the pipeline. So just stay tuned. Hopefully there'll be more Stylus League moving forward. Ramp says,
No, it
cool.
helps. Hey, you forgot one thing. What helps with Stylus League? Buy some merch.
That's right.
Buy our book. Buy the book.
Buy
all right?
the book.
Buy my book.
Buy our book.
And then B says, "Can we start a Teens Titan here?" we have starting off sculptors popping off. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead, Mike. What?
I called it the West Coast Avengers, but Teen Titans definitely works.
Yeah,
definitely works.
Yeah, there's gonna be a half an hour watch Raul suck at doing this every week.
I'm excited to see that. I think you can get through it.
I'm sure. It's just an hour and a half of me watching Ian's tutorials to get myself up to speed with anything.
Well, if that's the case, then you're going to be just fine, buddy. You'll be just fine.
We're calling it 0 to hero.
Oh, I like that.
All right. So, Eric, what do we got going on over here since you're so focused?
I'm just making him look cool. Just posting him and adjusting the anatomy a little bit, and yeah, just trying to get a little bit more attitude into him. So right now it's all about the upper body, the arms and everything, and I'm probably going to tilt them so he's looking more towards his left shoulder. And then I'm going to remesh the body so I can actually pose the left leg so it looks like he's actually walking towards you or something. So yeah, that's basically it. Once I get that, then I'll go into maybe more poly paint and more like, details and everything and textures and everything. So sculpting the hair, the beard, and that's it. Hopefully we'll be done today, but I don't think so. We'll see.
But I don't think so.
No,
it's coming together though.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's coming
Hopefully.
together. Sure. Jay says $50 on Ian. Any takers? Wait, what? You guys super chatting? Is that what we're doing right now?
I did start the stream. I was saying I hated everything I did last week. So,
yep, there is that.
Nothing like that blind confidence. He's like, he hated everything last week, but we're gonna bet 100% on him this week.
I like those odds.
Yeah. It's the same thing with me and this Zuck and Zuckerberg and this guy fight.
Is that real? Is that a real
Elon
Musk? Yeah, Elon Musk and Zuckerberg fight. Yeah,
that's not real, right? That's a joke. That's a joke, right? Is that a real thing?
You do know that Zuckerberg actively trains in jiu-jitsu, right?
No, I hear you, but is that like a real thing that they're like?
That would be the best.
I want to see Zuckerberg just choke Elon out, just cause.
I'll do you one better. The winner has to fight Joe Rogan.
Oh
no!
That's not
to the death.
There has
is that
to
too
be
much?
Some
that's not too much, is it?
No, I don't think that's too much. Are you kidding?
No, that's not fair at all. Rogan was
2 men enter, 1 man leaves, and I don't care which man. I'm not going to take bets on which man. I just hope it's the man I think it is. That's all I'm saying.
Like,
what?
Joe would beat them high on weed.
It's just right. With a whiskey in his hand, like
it was like, can I be high for this?
Wow. Yeah. I look, man. If that goes on pay-per-view, it is going to be one of the fights I'll actually pay for.
Oh yeah.
Very legitimately, I'll be more than happy to pay for that one.
Remember the last time we saw something like this? It was Screech from Saved by the Bell. Who was he fighting? Remember that?
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Screech.
let's see.
All he ever wanted was them to like him.
Well, didn't he become a teacher in like the New Year's or whatever? The college years? What do they call that? Like I have post post
Oh,
Saved by the
on
Bell.
the new show,
Yeah,
where somehow still Zach was coming out having the best life of all time. Still,
yeah, dude.
wasn't he like the dean of admissions or something for some reason? I don't
Yeah.
remember what it was, but I was like, this guy is still winning. He's a grown up. He's still winning. I don't like that. Like
Yeah,
him to fail every once in a while.
Mary Sue. Black Me's on. Black Me says, "What is happening, SL gang? All of the Street Fighter characters you four are sculpting is perfect."
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Jamie says, "Winner has to pay both their taxes." Oh my gosh. Come on, Jamie. They're millionaire
2%,
CEOs. They don't pay taxes.
Yeah, the 2% that they actually pay.
They don't pay taxes.
Quest 3s for everyone.
Yeah. Black Me says, "Hey, and congrats to Mike. I hear that you made it to the big top and got $1 million mansion."
You have heard wrong. Where you get your information from?
You guys will be able to see his house here soon on MTV Cribs. Was it?
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Red Man's gonna come by and break the doorbell for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deep cut. Best cribs ever. If anybody has not seen that.
Are you looking for feelers, Mike?
I don't know. Red Man, can I just tell you something? It makes no sense how good of a life Red Man is living right now. This dude is jumping out of airplanes every day. Is probably in the best shape he's ever been in. He's killing it. Are you guys keeping up with Red Man's Instagram?
No.
No.
Is Method Man doing as good?
Not
Method Man is doing better. Yeah, but they're both. I did not expect Red Man to be where he is right now. He's killing it. Good for him.
Shane Olsen is on. Shane says, "Sup, my dudes?
Ooh,
These are
what's
looking
up?
dope."
What's up?
Hey Shane, in the next few weeks, check your email.
Shane, look out for the email, son. We got something for you. We're gonna do something.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Ian, what we got going on?
I think I found something I like. All right, so this is a little bit more closer to starting to like it. Yeah, it's a little bit more weight distribution.
Can I tell you what Brad Grotman would tell me right now?
Go right ahead, buddy. Go right ahead.
I'm going to give you the choice that I was never given.
Perfect.
I'm not going to wait until you're done with this thing and then tell you this. His legs, try flipping, mirroring the legs so that if his left arm is forward, his right knee is forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
See what that looks like.
All right. Perfect.
See, Brad would wait until I was done with the piece or you were done with it after you were just finished with texturing and UVs and all that good stuff and cut and keying. And then he would tell you that. I'm not going to do that for you.
No. I automatically see exactly what you just said, and this is why I love sculpting with friends, because that already feels a lot better in my opinion. Yeah, that works.
Good.
I love it. Thanks, Mike.
Friends don't let friends have stiff poses.
Gross.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What's going on there?
I wasn't gonna turn it to something it wasn't, but
Nah.
now I can't unthink it. Thanks.
Now you can't unsee it. Yeah.
I can't think it. Thanks.
Ben says, "Holy cow, Shane." And it looks like Shane will be checking out his email. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Jamie B says, "This stream is a place to be any night of the week." Thank you, Jamie. Gus says, "No way. Shane Olsen in the house. This is The League of Legends. Ben, the trauma of Grotman's advice lives forever.
Heck yeah, man.
I'm not the only one that actually liked League of Legends. You know, it wasn't great, you know.
I like the show. What was the name of the show again?
Arcane?
Huh?
Arcane?
Arcane. Yeah. Arcane. Arcane was great.
No, I'm thinking. What's
Are they
what's
bringing
that
that
movie
back?
with Sean Connery and all those like
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
that one. Yeah.
That was actually pretty good.
I like that.
Cool movie.
Shane says Contra Pasta looks better.
Yep.
See, I'm not gonna use them fancy words and stuff, but
Oh, is that like is that the actual scientific terminology?
yes.
Contra Pasta.
Contra Pasta.
Like ASAP.
All right, Bradley, you're talking to yourself. You should be talking to everyone else. What you got going on?
No, I need to retopologize this guy because you see how when his ear, because I did like a zebra mesh. You see how the ear's all jaggedy and stuff like that because the low is like garbage. See that?
Okay.
But what can you do when you're going fast? But I'll take care of it. But yep, that's a pain in the ass. I hate that. It's bothering me.
Shane says that's as fancy as he gets. All right, Mike, I'm gonna check in with you. What do you got going on?
Straps. Just working on straps here. I want to get that whatever this harness thing is she has made. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Actually, that's pretty cool because I can see how the straps are pulling the bodysuit together.
I got a question for Eric.
Yes.
It's super important, buddy. Okay.
Sure.
All right. How you been enjoying Street Fighter 6?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I got it as a gift on Friday. My friend shipped it to me, and then I got it like early on Saturday. It was pretty cool, man. It's awesome. It just feels really different though. It doesn't feel like Street Fighter though. Like the controllers are really different. Just completely changed. And then I can't, I'm just used to the classic. I guess you can actually fix that, I guess. But I'm just used to classic, like, what is it? What was it? Like jab, fierce, whatever, strong, whatever. But it's changed a lot. So I have to look into that. I haven't had the time to play it a lot, but I did conquer the game twice. It was fun. And I guess you can choose when you play story mode, you can choose how many I guess stages or how many characters you can fight against, and I chose like all of them, and I think you can do up to 10 or something, and it was pretty fun. I like the sculpting or the modeling on the character, especially Blanca looks amazing, and then Guile looks really cool. So, and I also got to like build my own character, and it's really cool. Like it lets you edit so well that I felt like I was actually sculpting the character, and when you look at the character, it looks like it was done in my style. So it's pretty cool. That's a different mode. I can't remember what it is, but you basically build your own career or something like that. I don't know. So that was fun.
Yeah, can't you get into a fight with literally anybody?
I don't know. Can you do that? Do you know?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That'd be so cool with your own character.
Yeah, in World Tour mode, you can go online, you can create your own characters, look and feel. Then you can also customize your characters, what moves that they learn from what master you train under. And then when you can meet up with others online, you could just like walk up to them and challenge them to a fight. It's really cool.
Oh wow, I had no idea. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. The story to me in World Tour mode is a little lackluster. and like I don't have a lot of time in the day to sit there and like go through a story mode.
I know.
But yeah, I know what you mean when you say it feels different, because like there's a lot more to the game than just traditional Street Fighter. Like there's more technical stuff. Like it's insane. It's a lot of fun, but it is different. It feels more
It's
like
slower,
Third
right?
Strike. Yeah, it's a little. You got to pace yourself. It's interesting. If you're somebody like me who rushes, like B in the chat, him and I play together, and dude, he'll just wreck me if I rush him. Like, you got to
Yeah.
be more patient these days.
Well, he knows exactly what he would do to you. Sonic boom.
So, yeah, he got plenty of those in today too.
Because I was bored in the hospital. I bought it, but when I bought it, I want a hitbox, and I want a hitbox from Snackbox, and they were on back order. So I will wait till I can order me a hitbox from them before I start.
What is that even? What are you talking about?
That's a fight stick controller.
It's a fight stick with all buttons instead of a stick.
Oh.
When I used to play with a fight stick,
Mike,
but
you couldn't have sounded more unimpressed.
Well, I know Bradley likes peripherals, so I should.
No, but like hitboxers, like when I used to play with a fight stick. But if I'm gonna go get back into it, I'd like to try to learn on a hitbox. Those seem to be more in style these days.
Just oh. Then he just kind of left it and kept it moving. That kills me. Well, Bradley, did you play a lot of your not Stream Deck? What is it? The Asus, the Ally? Did that get a lot of use?
It sure did.
Yeah. Now that you've had some time with it, how do you like it?
You liking it?
I love it. So I played a lot. So oddly enough, the games I really played was Borderlands 3 and what else? Immortal Phoenix Rising. Those are the two games I played the most, which is great. Like, because normally in my free time, I probably wouldn't play those while I was just like at my desk. So it was great to be able to sit around with the wife and just mindlessly play those two games.
You're gonna give the new Final Fantasy a shot on there?
I did play that too. I'm like not a good bit, but at least past the beginning area of it. But Final Fantasy 16 is amazing. I love it.
Okay.
It has like more game, like the story around it is very Game of Thrones like.
They are saying that's what it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is based off of like.
Yeah, like
Game
it's very dark. Like I've never seen Final Fantasy do something so dark before. It's crazy.
They cuss a lot in it too, don't they?
There is cursing, but not as much. But like, there's more like brutal killing that has never like when I'm talking like brutal, like blood splatter, like stuff I've never seen in a like Final Fantasy game. Like it's definitely like it's nothing like they've ever done from a story perspective.
Interesting.
How many hours do you have to ranch chocobos before you can actually do something?
No, it's not an RPG.
It is an RPG.
It's an action fighter. Like it's not. It is actually out of the RPG category according to all of the reviewers that everybody's talking about. They've dumbed down all the RPG elements.
I understand.
Now I'm excited about it. Now I'm excited about it.
I'm leveling up in an area that requires, because there's the battles, hunt battles that for special gear and stuff that you need to be able to grind for to level up. So I've been leveling up to do those things. But yeah, there's still. It's not like RPG like how the games used to be, but there's still like a lot of RPG elements in it.
But I mean, Assassin's Creed has RPG elements. That's not an RPG.
It's
all right.
It's deeper than Assassin's Creed. Yeah, though,
I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, like, just because there's elements, right? Like, but yeah,
off of what I've played, it's still a Japanese RPG game.
Okay. Yeah. what's it called? But the fighting and the action and everything like that. You don't have a party, Mike. You fight by yourself. Not always by yourself. There might be an NPC controlled by the PC fight along your side, but yeah,
Interesting. You don't have a party?
You don't have a party. No.
I'm not gonna ruin it, but there are members that you will be able to control if you play.
I like the idea of not having to have one though. That's kind of cool.
There's a method to allow those members with a special ring to control automatically, but if you put on like that special ring, you basically are unable to use that slot to level up your own character. But there is a way to automate it.
Yeah. Sparky's on. Sparky says hello. Hey, Sparky, welcome to the stream. And Shane is asking a question. So Shane says, so question for y'all. Which Final Fantasy did you start with?
Ooh,
7.
7, yeah.
So what about you, Ian?
it was originally titled Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo. Later found out that was actually Final Fantasy IV. But yeah, I started with Final Fantasy 2/4 way back in the day. I remember as a kid, my dad was super into them, and he had the first one. I remember for the Nintendo, and I remember plugging it in, looking at it, and saying, "Nope, I don't even understand this game." So
that's yeah. What about you, Eric?
I only played Final Fight.
Final Fight? No Final Fantasy? You've never played a Final Fantasy game?
No. I mean, I've only watched the animes and everything, but no, I've never played the game. I don't get RPGs. I just don't. I don't have the time. I would love to, but.
Oh, good. I hear there's a Final Fantasy game that just came out that you might get into.
Nice.
Just pull it up, bro. My first Final Fantasy game was Mystic Quest.
Ooh, that one was awesome.
Yeah, it was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. It's not even a numbered entry on the Super Nintendo. Absolutely loved that game. Then I didn't play another Final Fantasy until 10.
Wow. Dude, yeah, Mystic Quest was awesome. I remember that being low-key a gem.
Yeah. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I've never played Final Fantasy 7.
Wow, really?
And that's where the music stopped. You guys heard that, right? The music stopped right when I said.
I almost thought you did that on purpose.
I heard a record scratch when I said that out loud.
I mean, I stopped sculpting. That was
and mind you, I haven't even played the remakes, even. And specifically, I haven't played the remake. Specifically because I'm waiting for all of them to release, and then I'm gonna play them together. I have no intention on splitting up one game into 3 games right now.
Well, I got news for you. Unless you're willing to wait until 2030 to get them all, you're probably not going to be able to get your wish.
Mike, I got news for you. I've waited 20 years. What's another couple?
Okay.
After playing 16, I've learned to appreciate 7 Remake a lot more.
Yeah. Oh, why is that, Bradley?
So, because at least the issues that I had with Remake was like all the like simplified like corridor to corridor like movement in it.
Mm-hmm.
But at least what they make up with that is the strategy part of it. Like 16 doesn't have the same strategy that 7 has, so I kind of enjoy it better because of that.
Yeah. One might say, the RPG elements. All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Ben says, I was wondering if we were going to get into the Final Fantasy renumbering.
Renumbering?
That is what he said, right? Remember?
No, I just don't know. I don't know what he means by that.
Yeah. I
Like, they're
think
gonna start
what he
over?
meant is that no, I think he meant Ian the fact that it was 2 in Japan and came out as what is it 4?
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
Ben
There was
also
a lot of that.
yeah,
Oh,
there
sorry, go ahead.
was there was a lot of mixing around, and I think I did end up playing Final Fantasy 2/4 on the 3DS, right? That came out on the 3DS, like a remastered version of it or something. Ben says I started at 8. I hear 8 was great. Another one I skipped.
I did not like 8.
Did it seem
Which is
like
the
it was
one-
trying too hard to be like Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah, I mean, because like for me, I mean, Final Fantasy VII was a great game, but there's flaws with it for sure. Just because you could tell that 4 developers worked on it, that it got passed around a lot. 8 didn't really captivate me as much. I feel like they didn't. I feel like they just kind of came up short a little bit, and then they redeemed themselves with 9 because 9 was one of my favorite.
Which one had Blitzball?
10.
That's 10.
Okay, I like 10. 10 was good.
10 was
Yeah.
really good. Titus and everything like that. I got all the way to the end, and then a friend of mine told me who the final boss was, and I was just like, and I'm done now.
No.
Yeah, he absolutely killed that game for me. Absolutely
Sephiroth.
killed it.
Spoiler alert: Sephiroth. He's always the last one.
Sephiroth, he's always end game.
Yep.
No, not for 10. For 10, it was Bowser.
Ah.
Yeah. For 10, it was Bowser. Gus
Be like Jack
says...
Black.
yeah, specifically the Jack Black version of Bowser.
Yeah.
Gus says, by the way, a little off topic though, shout out to 3D Manic and Katri 3D. They put a great feedback tip video on the Discord server this week. Great stuff. Thanks for the call out, man. Yeah, good stuff. You guys already know I'm the layman here. What is that? What was it on? Frederick is on the stream. Frederick says Legend of Dragoon was amazing game for PS1.
Oh yeah.
The only Final Fantasy type RPG I've ever liked. So he hasn't played any of the Final Fantasies? Does that mean you've never played any of the Final Fantasies, Frederick? Or just like you never completed one because you never liked it?
I'm gonna say none of your business to both of us.
Whoa, okay, so there's a little rivalry right now starting up in chat. Jay says, remember to save. But let's be honest, Sparky's on, and Sparky said, Jay stole my line. Remember to save, guys. Remember to save.
It's a good
B
call, 'cause
said-
I have not saved yet.
No,
I
dude,
just
really?
saved.
This entire time?
Nope.
All right.
In my defense, we're only an hour in.
Yep. Jay said, oh, I'm sorry. B says Dark Cloud 1 was top tier. I remember.
I like Dark Cloud.
That
Yeah,
was
Dark
a
Cloud
thing.
was good too.
Yep. Ooh, okay. B has a hot take. Final Fantasy is overrated, and I'll die on that hill.
Die alone.
Yeah. We can all be wrong at some point in our life.
Die alone.
Die alone. That's funny. That's funny.
There are people who say that about fighting games too.
That's true. And guys, by the way, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and drop a like on the stream. It really helps us out with the YouTube algorithms and getting this content out to other creators like yourself. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel too, and share this stream out with anybody you think would enjoy the content. AKA a bunch of artists doing their work while shooting the shit, you know, like.
Yep.
Oh, we're about to be 100 too, as well. Are we about to be 100? We're about to be 100.
We're about to be
2 episodes. 2 episodes. We can be 100.
We're about to be 100.
Absolutely.
You know what? You guys should super chat us. Super chat us some money for being 100.
What?
Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. Come on.
Oh no, we're not doing this.
Episodes.
We're not doing this.
One, he's only saying that he's only saying that now so you can save some money for when we're 100 and you want to do it.
Save some money for when we're 100. Give us some money. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I can't say that.
Hey, I ain't mad. Hey, you can say that. You can say
100 episodes of content. I can't ask for money shamelessly.
Hey, you can. You can.
Notes for Monday meeting. Got it. All right. Something to this.
Mr. Moneybucks over here. He doesn't need money.
You're not supposed to ask for the collection plate until after the sermon.
We also know that is not true because he's buying Jordans at full price. Anyway, what's going on?
Oh, by the way, you guys know I was at the outlets, right? Like I wasn't. I was at the outlets. I wasn't anywhere special. I was at the outlets, guys.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I was
see.
drinking coffee. You almost killed me. Stop it.
Okay.
You thought $500 for the Jordans was unreasonable?
Yeah,
I need you to step up your game.
Amen.
That is unreasonable.
You're damn right, it's unreasonable. Absolutely, it's unreasonable.
Apparently, one of us, Bradley, does not think that it is okay to ask for money for 100 shows, but he can pay $500 for Jordans. That's all.
They were for my son. He deserved them.
Oh!
You'll throw your son under the bus like that? I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Why are you raising a silver spoon, baby?
Oh, real. Real.
He hit 18 months. He needs some Jordans.
In 18 years, let's see if he loves you anymore for those shoes.
Oh, probably won't. Probably won't.
Better wear them as a keychain.
I know that's right.
Oh, The Witcher came out this week, and it's been amazing.
They can hold it.
Oh, really?
They can hold it.
Not as good. Not as good as my new favorite show.
What's your new favorite?
Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion, son.
It's good.
Yeah.
The acting on Secret Invasion. I'm not going to say anything other than if you haven't seen episode 2, I think there should be two nominations for awards for really being badasses on a show.
Oh,
that
wow.
should be given out. Yes, sir. You'll see.
Check it out.
You'll see.
I watched episode 1, which was good, so I need to watch episode 2.
Oh, you haven't seen 2 yet? Oh my goodness, you're.
No, I haven't seen 2.
Well,
Why I hate you and Tony?
I didn't see anything.
Man, you and Tony spoiled everything.
I didn't spoil anything. It's good. Is that a spoiler? It's good. I'm not gonna be like Tony.
By the way, it was Mike who told me who the final boss for Final Fantasy X was.
Jack Black.
All right.
Sounds about right.
Jay says $100 on. Wait, what is that? Ina? Ian? Is that Ian? Did he mean Ian? I think he meant Ian. I think he meant Ian. I think he meant Ian on that one.
Ian, for sure.
Dude, he keeps raising the bet.
Why do people keep betting on? Why do people keep betting on Ian?
I think it's just Jace. I think Jace just raised the ante on himself. I think he started at $50 and now he went up to 100. I'm not sure who he's taking on though.
Ian, is that your cousin?
No, man. No one take on.
Ian, if you're gonna have a plant, bro, like you gotta let us know.
He has to at least sometimes bet on other people and then double down on you.
Yeah, you gotta.
What are you doing to me, Chase? What are you doing to me?
You're doing it all wrong. You gotta double. You have to bet on someone else and then double down on you. All right, don't make it so obvious.
We're lacking in some tactics over here.
I never said I had tact.
No. That's fun.
Where is?
All right, guys, we are at 10 o'clock. Are we ready for what's good?
Yeah.
Yep.
10 o'clock. Golly, I gotta pose this thing. Jeez,
That was fast.
All right. Bradley, I think your what's good is fairly simple, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with you.
I think you shouldn't judge.
Don't you dare.
I don't think you should judge what's simple or not. That's for my what's good, all right? I think you're overly simple. My what's good is that on Monday I start with EA. So I'm really looking forward to doing
You
that.
bastard. That's not what's good for you. That's
it is.
secondary. What's good for you? That's not what's good for you.
Oh,
That's
What else?
also good for you.
What else? What else? No, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh, you mean
Are you sure? Bradley, are you sure?
The baby?
Are you sure about
You
that?
want to run
Are
this
you
back
sure
for a
about
sec?
that?
You sure about that?
The
You sure about
baby?
that? That's why.
I'm. What's good is the baby. The baby?
Yeah.
Oh
Hey.
wow, that's amazing,
Hey.
Bradley. You
Hey,
had
here's
you had
the
a
thing.
baby. What's up?
Here's the thing.
What's
Here's the
good?
thing. If daddy doesn't work, baby don't eat. So what's good job so baby can eat?
Yeah.
But
You're what that baby
My-
eats, you're not buying at the
my-
grocery store right now.
Yeah, you know how expensive baby food is? Jeez. I don't know if that's all good, but yep, I have a new son. His name is Ezra. Ezra Timac Kohler, and he's healthy and good. My wife is doing better, much better today than she was yesterday. And I start a new gig on Monday, so I have a lot
Nice.
to be thankful for, and a lot that's good. So
Yeah, really amazing, man. Congratulations once again.
yep, cool.
Yep.
Excellent.
Congrats.
All
man.
Man,
right.
that's awesome. Dude. Congrats, man.
Yep.
Thank you.
Ian, what's good this week?
Honestly, not much happened in my life in this week and stuff like that, but there was something I wanted to just share with everyone is more of like a connect with just kind of showcase what I have been doing. No one can top a baby here, so I
Yeah.
can't do that.
I'm glad
You
we
know what I mean?
opened with that, right?
Absolutely. My what's good was honestly, I'm thinking about maybe releasing this to the public at some point. But if you're a fan of Blink-182, I
Nice.
finally got the test print done. And the most
Nice.
impressive part, I think, is this chain here, because that chain was ridiculously
clean,
hard
man.
to print. So
What machine were you using?
so this was a Anycubic mono Photon Mono 4K. This thing
Okay.
is about 220 millimeters tall, and look at the whiskers too. I don't know if you could see that.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Wow. Nice, man.
So
How
yeah,
much cleanup
so-
was involved?
Not too much. I have to adjust the supports a little bit on it because unfortunately the whiskers are about as big as the supports were, so I just had to be careful. But if I make them a little bit bigger, that'll be a little bit more stable. But yeah, man, this was really cool. I got a chance to work on this, and also too, you could see like some of the lace detail, just a little bit.
That's nice, man.
Yeah,
You
so
should
this came
share
out cool.
your. Yeah, there's a number of people that have the Anycubic machines. You should share your print settings if you are so inclined.
Yeah, you know what? I can definitely do that. I just want to let me just tweak the supports a little bit, but I could definitely share the print settings I have now. I can send that to you guys, and you can get that to everyone. So that's my
Well
what's
done.
good.
How was the concert? I missed it. Did you enjoy the concert?
Man, the concert was amazing, dude. Like, the concert was just fantastic. It was everything I hoped it would be.
Cool.
What was really awesome about it was that this is probably the first concert I knew every song, every word. I knew by what they said what song was going next. So I tell my girlfriend, I'd be like, "Hey, this song's gonna come on," because she's not a huge. She knows Blink, but she's not a huge Blink fan. So they would just say something. Like one of them, Mark looks at Tom and then just says, "So Tom was right," and I was like, "Aliens exist," and then that's the song that they played. Shit like that happened, which was really just a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
And then halfway through, it dawned on me that they were my clients at one point. so I was like, because for those of you who don't know, that bunny I just showcased, that's actually the bunny that I sculpted that got me that job, because Blink. They wanted to basically, they saw the bunny, they wanted to use it for animation, and they got a chance to do so. So it's nice to finally complete it, and just now that job is kind of wrapped up in my head. It's all completed, so it's really cool.
Did you end up getting to go backstage like you wanted to though?
No, I didn't, but I've been talking to a few people, because for me personally, I would like to hand them that bunny at some point. I'd like to print it and hand it to them, and just like have see if they. So it would be cool. I actually know somebody who knows them a little bit more than even my contact. So I'm hoping, maybe, fingers crossed, that would happen one day. But either way, it was such a cool experience. So I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Jamie says super clean print, and Zurchan has a question. Question for Ian: tips on printing a chain like the one you have on the Blink 182 bunny.
You know what? What I'll do? Let me open up the file real quick. So here, let me come here. Boop, 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 boop. Where did I put it? Okay, here. Let's see. Let me actually move this off screen just a little bit. I got to dig for it. I know it's here somewhere. But the biggest tip I have for it is that because of how small that chain is, and we do this a lot in the toy industry, is that we fill the chain holes, we fill the gaps so that it could actually be injected with injection mold if they needed to go that route. So that also brings some stability to the actual print. Sorry, I'm looking up the file right now. My hard drive is a mess. But that's actually what I would recommend is doing that. I'll pull it up. You guys can move on when I get it pulled up. We can I can show it to you.
Okay, cool. All right, so we'll get back to that as we start rolling through what's good. Eric, what's good, my dude?
A lot of cool stuff, man. Well, I just recently started working with James Cameron. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Nice.
Man,
I'm
that's
very
awesome.
excited about that, and so far, so good. The other
Awesome.
thing that I wanted to talk about is like this guy here. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Kinda, yeah. We're
It's a mannequin.
it's the Silver Surfer, right?
No. Actually, this thing has magnetic feet. You can actually make them stand whichever way you want.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I strongly recommend that if you're like, doing character design or sculpting or whatever, modeling, get these. They're by a company called Sticky Bones. Just the best, like $100 you're going to spend, $80, something like that. Beautiful. You can pose them in any way you want. And then they come apart. Can put it together easily because they come in.
Can you do a full screen so we can see it maybe a little better?
Yeah, let me see. How do I do that?
Yep, this is where the stream breaks.
Let me see.
Sorry,
Hold
I apologize.
No. Hold on.
I believe in you.
Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
there
that's
you go.
one
Yeah,
way to
that's
do
good.
it. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
it's
stuff.
amazing, man. I recommend these so much.
Can you put the name of the company in the chat?
I got it. I'm putting it in now.
You got it already?
Yeah,
Nice.
I got it.
Sticky
I did.
Bones?
I'm putting the website.
Yeah, Sticky Bones.
Eric, you're upside down now.
I know I messed this up. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm just gonna move on. All right.
let's move on.
Mike, what's good?
Hey, for me, my what's good is I put in a new motherboard, and it actually was the easiest build that I've ever. I mean, I call it a build, but taking out the board and taking out the crap and putting it back on. Usually, there's something that goes wrong, and it didn't. And shout out to Bradley, who usually kind of tells me which board I should pick up. I went from this one, the Crosshair Hero 8 to this one. So I switched to MSI from ROG. Yeah, and I only did it because I was just having massive problems, man. Like I was losing audio, I was losing video, just massive issues. But man, I put that thing in there, and it just like magic, just kicked right in. And I've never had a machine kind of work that way. Now I know by saying that, obviously, as soon as the stream is over, it's going to completely break. But yeah, for now it's kind of sweet. So
That's best case scenario.
yeah.
If it breaks during the stream, that's the worst one.
But I think I'm only missed Bradley. What's the only one that I haven't had yet?
You haven't had MSI yet.
No. There was one other one in addition to MSI. I've had
Gigabyte. You haven't had a Gigabyte board yet.
I haven't. I've had no, I have had Gigabyte. I started with Gigabyte.
Then you've had
Aorus. I haven't had Asus.
Yes,
right?
you did.
Who makes that?
Yeah, Asus is ROG.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Oh,
then I've got them.
you haven't had
ASRock. I haven't had ASRock. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're missing anything.
Although I'm a fan of AdRock.
I just bought
All
it.
right,
I'm so mad at you, Eric. I'm so mad at you.
Oh, not for nothing, Eric. They're on sale. It's they're 50%
they're on sale
off right now.
That's why I bought it. I'm like, Eric, I hate you. I just bought it because it's on sale.
Not
What
for
else
nothing.
did you buy
it's
today
looking
because
like a
somebody else
fidget
bought
spinner.
something?
I bought tennis shoes. What else I bought?
Just any random tennis shoes, huh?
Because somebody saw some tennis shoes and said they liked them. You turned right around and bought them, right?
No, I didn't buy those. I just bought them because they're on sale.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have something good
So-
that has to do with with shoes, actually.
Oh, wait! Everyone on the stream is gonna get your Ken. Is that what you're about to say?
No. Actually, I have Ken right here.
Check under your chairs, guys.
Yeah. Everybody gets a Ken.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a Ken.
Everybody gets this Ken.
Oh,
Ooh, that looks really good.
Yeah, it's actually wow.
Make it bigger.
I'm surprised the
Make it
quality is
bigger.
really good.
No, Eric, don't pull it away.
Nice.
Pull up your image. So
I can't. If I
He's
do
gonna
that,
be
I'll mess it up.
he's gonna be upside
He's
down
gonna-
again.
Yeah, he's gonna flip it upside down.
It's cool.
Oh man. I
No,
love that
actually, I
Ken,
wanted
man.
to tell you that Puma's actually making some Thundercats shoes, and they're amazing.
What?
I got Panther.
I saw those.
They're
Oh
really
wait, you got them already?
Yeah,
You
I
got
got
'em?
them. Yeah, I got them. They shipped them like within, I guess, a week and a half.
Okay.
120, but just awesome shoes, man. Really cool designs. Oh, and actually, I reached out to the guy. I forget his name. Because I don't have one. I can't remember his name, but he's a really cool cat. And I reached out to him on Instagram, and he says like, "Hey, let's talk." And I just remembered that we were supposed to talk this morning, and I did not. He's gonna kill me. So I don't know. He just wanted to talk to me. I don't know. I just told him like, dude, I love your stuff, and then he checked my Instagram. It's like, yeah, we should talk. And I just realized I never even messaged him. I'm so sorry.
And now he
And now he
knows
hates
that
me.
you're a great
Yep.
sculptor who's very unreliable. So
yeah,
that's
exactly. It's very flaky.
Good job.
Oh,
great.
All the
Yeah,
best,
man.
Eric. All the best.
You know, Puma and Thundercats make complete sense. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know
it
why that
actually
didn't
does
happen
make
like
sense.
sooner. That should have happened like way sooner.
Oh wow, you know what? Now when you say it out loud, 100%.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that should happen. Wait.
I was like, what Puma?
Did you really?
Yeah. I was thinking about that till Bradley said it.
Yeah, the Puma X Thundercats RSX Tech Lionel sneakers.
No.
No,
Lionel.
Lionel sneakers.
Oh.
Hey, I'm looking at them, and you like this is like you got like you're a very brave person to pull this colorway off. Like it's there.
It's pretty loud.
there.
This is loud.
It's interesting.
Wait, he got the Panther. He didn't get Lino.
No,
Are
I
you
got
looking at
the Panther ones. Yeah, I didn't like the Lionel ones as much because at the bottom of the sole, it's translucent, it's transparent, and you can see the actual art for Panther. It's beautiful. So that's why I got those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got to try to find them.
Yeah, man, they're so
Nice.
cool.
So real quick, I found that bunny. I found my bunny. I'll show
found
you
your bunny?
I found the bunny, so I can show the chain tip real quick.
So clean. It's so clean too. Ian, you did a really good job on it, man.
Thanks,
Yes,
man.
crispy.
So right here, we look on the inside here. So from afar, if I zoom out, it looks like the chain, all the pieces are just right, but on the inside right here, I filled in all of the holes with just like a primitive shape so that it still holds the shape of the chain itself, but then there's no holes here. So if we were to try to like manufacture this in some way, although I missed one right here, look at that. Boom. Failed. But you see,
I
it looks
wish you
like
were
that.
better, Ian.
I know. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I
That's
can't tell. I can't figure out
Mm.
rotation of alphas. We're all good. But yeah, so that's what I recommend doing. It's always been super successful for me. Is that you just go in there and you just. This was a little. I did all this manually. I didn't set the chain up for any type of to do that quicker. But what I would recommend, and actually I might go back and do it because this chain right here was my own brush that I created. So if I actually were to come in here and load the chain up. So let me just come here to brush real quick, and then go to my load brush. I have a bunch of brushes and presets. So I made this one. Cyan chain brush right there. So what I could end up doing is as I come through here, if I were to look at the actual mesh, maybe I'll make one with the poly groups on the inside that then would actually help close that a little faster. But yeah, that's how I did it. Started with that chain brush and then worked my way in. So there you go.
Is there a quick way to go to fill in each one of those holes? Like, is there I don't know, like something you can do on the background that'll just fill it in?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like I could actually make the chain have independent poly groups that then I can actually weld those or bridge those together and close it real quick with a single click. I didn't do that this time because I wasn't really thinking on how to print that when I was making it. I was literally going for the aesthetic and the feel of this bunny, because the idea was just like, it's something that is, this is a very specific look, and they've had this bunny since like the 90s. So I wanted to make sure I got everything else. So that was like the last thing from my mind, or furthest from my mind, as they say.
Furthest from the mind.
I got a question for the group on that. Like, whenever you're like, let's say you're working on a project, are there things that you wish you would have done earlier in a piece that like later on it came to bite you in the ass? Like if you're working, it's like, man, if I would have just took the extra time like in the beginning of this, that would have saved me some trouble later.
Every time I make a hand, I'm like, why didn't I just save the hand and use that every time as a base mesh?
Okay.
Nope. Honestly, I literally took a page out of Erick's book from last week, and I just literally stole a hand from my other project. But I made this one from scratch, so it's mine, and do what I want.
Do what I want.
Actually, that chain, Bradley, that was one I wish I paid more attention to, because it took me I'd say it took me like a better part of an hour to make sure it was properly set up, so then it could print properly. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, Erick?
What was the question?
Erick, Erick, you're in class today, right?
I'm sorry,
and I need you to pretend that you're in the room with the rest of us. Just fake it.
Somewhere Brad Grotman and Tony Gore are having a conniption.
I was just trying to figure out how to fix this hand, because I could have fixed it way before. I could have solved it a different
That's
way.
exactly what we're talking about.
There's the answer. There you go.
So the question
answered it
was,
by accident.
The question was like, whenever you're in a sculpt or you're doing something, like, is there something that you wish you would have done way earlier to make something later
all the time
easier?
Like right now, I'm thinking like, why didn't I just like sculpt all these parts, like nails and everything before? Whereas right now I have to like go over that and everything. But yeah, it's it happens all the time. But I usually plan, but sometimes like I don't know, I just go into this zone and I forget about things, and I just keep going organically and turn off symmetry and everything. And I just like, I'm really enjoying it so much that it's like the whole world just disappears. So right now, that's what happened when I was doing all the musculature and everything, or redoing it. Mm-hmm. And then I got to the hand and I was like, oh man, I could have fixed it. I could have done this better. So I don't know if that answers your question.
It does. It absolutely does. You've accidentally answered the question correctly.
You're a living example of what just happened.
Completely by accident.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, because it's a shame, man. Sometimes when you mess up,
Erick, you actually get points just for putting your name on the paper. So
there it is.
I don't know if you know that. Yep.
Jay says, question for Erick: can I see the cover of the anatomy book you shared last week?
The anatomy book. I just got. Let's see. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Here, this one. The form of the head and neck. Is that it?
Oh yeah. I bought that book in PDF.
It's amazing, man.
Ugh.
Great. And then I just got actually these. Basically, this is an old edition. It's called Modeling and Sculpting the Human Figure. I got like 4 of them because I always give them away to people. But this is like the old cover. I can't remember where I have the other one. But anyway, so yeah, hold on. Yeah. So this is it. It's one of the best. This is my Bible, man. This is one of the best sculpting books ever. And more than anything, you have to do a lot of reading, but it teaches you so many things, and it kind of explains a lot of the pitfalls that we get into as sculptors or artists. And it's just, it does have some pictures and everything, sculptures of the nose, ears, eyes. And just it shows you, like, you know, some of the mistakes that people make when they're, you know, doing their sculpts and everything. And so it's amazing. I recommend this book so much. And that's it. That's all I got.
So you know what anatomy book that like really messed me up? Like for this guy, Hogarth. Like I tried to learn from his stuff, and it was just very hard for me to
dynamic,
like,
whatever.
Dynamic anatomy, dynamic
like
drapery,
like
all that stuff.
It was very hard to like understand
Yeah.
his stuff. Like and I tried, like everyone used to like say like, oh, like his books, but everything's all bubbly and round and
I love his hands. Like all the hands have giant knuckles, but I love them though.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's
got his own style, definitely. Actually,
like I have like
over his
book,
class
it's
later on,
hard,
and yeah, he's got a different style, but yeah.
And you said that messed you up, Bradley?
Yeah, because it's like not just like his hand stuff is really good. I'm showing it on screen, but his human anatomy stuff, it was just very hard for me to comprehend and get, like, it's hard to describe, but it was very hard for me to like understand what was going on.
Yeah, I agree. But that was one of the first books I got, actually, and it helped me. But you get to this point where you're thinking like, why does he make things this way? I mean, is this really what it looks like? But you're like, no, that's not how humans look. It's just, I think he's just had his own style, you know. For Hogarth, I like Loomis better, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do have some Loomis.
Yeah, Loomis is awesome, dude. And then if you want to go for like really cool forms and shapes, just like not even detail or anything, because that's just like the cherry on top, right? I strongly recommend that you go for. I don't have it here, but oh yeah, I do. Hold on, right here, baby. Bernini.
Ooh,
yeah, Bernini is the best, man. Forget about Michelangelo. Bernini is the man.
How is that spelled?
Bernini, it's Bernini. Yeah, Bernini's the man, dude. It's just incredible.
Sculptures are nice.
By the way, Zerchan says, awesome, Ian. Thank you for taking the time to answer. And Jamie says, gonna amend my IMM chain brush now. Thanks, Ian.
It's nice. You're welcome.
Frederick says, of course, Mike loves those giant knuckles. His arthritis hands have the biggest knuckles. Huge.
Right, baby. Forget it.
That's right, baby.
I'm gonna join you, honey. Elizabeth, honey, coming to join you.
Oh, have you guys seen the American Gladiator documentary on Netflix?
I just finished it right before the show.
Oh,
actually.
man, I've learned so much. I
don't know why Sanford and Son made you think of that, but yes, I saw it.
Is it gonna ruin my childhood?
No, you'll probably appreciate it more once you see it.
Okay.
Nice.
But they were treated like you like. It's interesting to see how people that you like watched and you thought were like how the companies just like treated them dirty.
Yeah, please believe all businesses. Well, let me stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dot.
Hey,
Weird.
I have a
Dot,
question.
dot.
I have a question for Mike. So, what's your take on the state of the collectibles industry right now, Mike?
Rough. It's hard out here for a player.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody is cutting back, man. So it's just
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah, I was talking to a factory, and they were saying that most major companies are like not producing that much, so factories are downsizing right now. That's pretty insane.
When the majors start really cutting back inventory and SKUs and all that stuff, you know it's bad.
Yeah.
So that's kind
Yeah,
of
I was checking out this ad on Facebook yesterday where this really well-known company was selling stuff at 80% off. I was like, what? So that's interesting, man.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
What company was this again?
Yeah.
No, don't say it. Don't say the name.
But I don't want to say.
I have an idea, but don't say.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just a well-known company, and I'm like, wow, that is insane.
Mm-hmm. You can drop that in our private chat.
Well, you can just go to Facebook. You'll find them.
As soon as the economy and everything gets better, people have more disposable income and they can do things like that. So, here's to a better future.
Yeah. Let's be hopeful about it.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys give any thought to what I was talking about though last week about collectibles might be going down, but really anybody doing any models that are going to be utilized in AR or VR here in the next couple of years, especially after the Vision Pro gets released, is probably going to be doing pretty. They're probably going to eat pretty well.
Actually, I started thinking a lot about what you said, and just from what I gathered, just because I started working for this company called Vivi, and last night they just told me that the stuff that I submitted was approved by their company, right? The licensing company, and so they do like I don't really know. I'm not really acquainted with what they do, but I know for a fact what they sell is like some kind of like sort of digital collectibles, and people buy this or download this app, and then they collect these things. But I think what they do is that not only do they sell you the model where you can rotate it and zoom in and all that stuff, but rather they infuse the character with like animations and powers and things like that. So that's pretty cool, right? So I started thinking about the Vision Pro and everything that's coming in terms of AR. And I think like given the circumstances with what's going on in the collectibles industry and everything, how everything's kind of slowing down, and it's getting pretty rough in terms of for collectors, in terms of, and for companies, because like these things like will cost you like, I don't know, like a quarter scale Ken Masters will cost you like nearly $900, right? But then on top of that, you got to pay another like $800 for shipping, depending on where you live on the globe, right? So it's getting pretty expensive. And I think like, given that all these, the new generation or the rising generation, they grew up on their iPads. I think the next generation of collectors will be people that are more into AR stuff. Like imagine that you walk into your room and you put on your Vision Pro, whatever, and then you have these shelves all over, like virtual shelves, right? Or augmented reality shelves. And you have like the Hulk, you have Batman, you have everything. And then you basically just like reach for the Hulk, and then you zoom in, and then the character starts like,
comes alive,
saying his catchphrases or doing some kind of like really cool movement or posing or whatever, or hulking out, right? And then if for a tier, for another $19.99 or whatever, you can get, an alternate skin of the classic Hulk by, John Buscema or whatever, Buscema. And then you can get the Gary Frank 90s Smart Hulk, skin for another $19 or something. So you can do that. And then like, if you want, you can actually change, if you pay a certain amount, you can change the scale of your collectibles where you can have like an actual museum. You know what I'm saying? Where they're like life size or whatever. So
Yeah.
I think that's coming. So I showed that to one of these companies that I'm working with, and they said that's exactly what we're aiming for. So
There you go.
who knows, man?
There you go.
Maybe the guy was just being nice to me, but I don't know. I think that's what a lot of collectors don't like the idea, and they're like, no, I want something tangible. That's me as well. But you have to think beyond yourself. Like, the generation behind you, they might not be they can't even afford to buy these things, most of them. So think about it. Digital is the way to go, I think.
Yeah.
Well, look at what certain companies like. I used to work at Funko, and
wow.
because I was thinking about it too, and from our conversation last week, and their digital pop, the NFT aspect of it. They sell the cards, the digital cards, and people collect those things a lot, But then if you want, you can actually turn it into a physical, like this one here. I might have shown it before, but I'll show it again. I'm really proud of this one too. So, just gonna blast that there. But this guy right here,
Oh, nice.
this one is one of the Big Boy burgers. I sculpted this in my time there, but here is the digital, what the card looked like as a digital, and it moved and animated and it did stuff. And so you could collect that, and then if you wanted to, you could trade it in for the physical, which is how I ended up getting at this one. So you had a choice. And so I know the reflective box is a little hard to see, but so it was actually like a really clever idea. And they were doing that, and I was on the team that putting that all together back when I worked there. So I definitely agree. There's the future is in that digital aspect, but I think there still might be a need for having physicals from time to time. So, but having the option and having a nice entry point for artists, for collectors to come in and get something and feel like a part of something, and then community driven. Just imagine if like you have that headset on, you're in a room and you bring in all your friends to your digital room and you're showing your collectibles. And yeah, let's bring back digital. Let's bring back Pog, but with digitals, and then let's do that too.
Yeah.
You know what's really cool about that is that you can actually infuse each upload or each character with a behind the scenes, like a little documentary of how this product was made or this specific character was made. Just a little 5-minute video, or you can actually show just like the concept art and everything. So that's pretty interesting, that you can do all that stuff with augmented reality. That'd be awesome. It would complement the actual physical goods that you're purchasing, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we all do this, right? We have a guest that comes over to the house, and the first thing we do is we start showing them the cool things that we have, since the last time we spoke with them, right? Like whether it be me with Pokemon cards, or somebody else with Funkos, or Mike with his newest 3D or a statue that he put up, right?
Don't bring me into it. I don't do that.
Nope,
I think it's rude.
not at all. Yeah,
I think it's rude showing off stuff that you have.
Hyper rude. So, but yeah, I mean, to be able to do that from anywhere, is really interesting, and we can still find a way to do that without cussing, Ian. I don't know why Ian was cussing on this stream, guys, saying what? NFT.
Ew.
That's crazy. But like you could say,
I didn't realize that was a taboo word. I'm so sorry.
No,
Here, I'll go do my 100 push-ups.
Yeah, there you go. No, but I mean, in general, right? Like you could definitely do that still, even without all that like technology behind it, right? And people will still get a kick out of it.
Ian, I know you have no control over this, but I want to put it out there in the ether. All right, I was sitting. I was sitting in the hospital. I opened up my iPad and I was like, "Damn, I wish ZBrush was on here." Work on that. Work on that.
You got Forger, right?
It's the same, but it's not the same. It's just like I want more ZBrush infused into Forger.
Yeah, I see what
it is.
But Forger feels the closest to ZBrush. I tried No Man's Sculpt, and it's just different. It's like trying to use Blender to sculpt for me, but at least Forger sculpting feels like ZBrush. I just wish all the other stuff was more ZBrush-like.
I will spread the good news.
Report that to your
letting them
overlords,
know.
please.
I will do that. I will say, yo, my good friend and buddy, I messed up and I said NFT on his stream, and now I have to at least tell you that this was his proposal to fixing that. So, please make this happen so I can come back.
Yeah, that's fun. In chat we do have 3D Manic on. Hey 3D, welcome to the stream. I know you've been here for about 5 minutes, but welcome. Now here's a question. You guys may actually have this in I don't know, is there like ZBrush baby mode?
It's called ZBrush Core Mini.
Core Mini, yep.
It's
Wait, is
free.
Core Mini still around?
Yeah, still around. It's still 100% free, and you get in and you just start sculpting immediately. You can even export out to OBJ STL for 3D printing. And believe you me, I've seen some fantastic work from a lot of people, especially overseas in Japan. They use that a lot over there. And so definitely check out ZBrush Core Mini. So not on the iPad, it's on desktop.
You might even see a Thanos sculpt on a certain fella's YouTube, part 1 and part 2, using ZBrush Core. I believe it's ZBrush Core Mini I used.
Did you?
No, nothing. Screw all you guys. Everyone here.
Yeah. Try to
All
remember. Do you use Mini or do you use Core? Because Core is also around.
I was using the one that I had the students using, so I think it was Core.
You had the free. If I recall, it was whatever the free version was.
Yeah, whatever the free version is.
Okay. No, I mean that's good, because I I'm just thinking about all those people who are getting in there, and they're starting and they're learning, and they might, based off of everybody's recommendation, hop into ZBrush, open it up and go nope, because they see everything, and all of the tools there, right? So I was just always curious if there was like I said, baby mode ZBrush.
Yeah. There is, like I said, there's ZBrush Core Mini, then there's ZBrush Core, then there's ZBrush. But I will tell you right out the gate, and every time I've told this to somebody, I've told them straight to the face, in 5 minutes, I will get you using ZBrush fairly comfortably. Then it'll be up to you to play with it a couple days, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, because that's everything, right? Kind of touch base on it before. Experience, time behind the wheel is going to get you pretty far. But there's a way to get into ZBrush really quickly, and that's kind of been my mission statement since Maxon brought me on, is to help people make that point to entry in. Because you're right, this looks like an F-14 Tomcat, and if you don't even know what that is, yeah, that's pretty crazy. Feels analog, but there is controlled chaos here, and I've actually converted people away from a custom UI to the standard UI once I explained the logic behind it. And I personally have gotten faster in the custom UI because I remember where everything is. I mean, with the standard UI, because I remember where everything is, how to get there, why it's there. So then it helps me, it helps me stay on track when I'm working in it. So trust the
cold,
process.
Dead hands. You have to pull my custom UI from my cold, dead hands.
And you can keep your custom UI.
He's not trying to fight you.
Wait a minute. He copied my custom UI. So,
does it matter where I got it?
So you clearly
I have. Hey, whoa! I copied.
Clearly, you're not biting 1,000. Hey, Mike.
I copy
put that UI. Put that UI in. I want that UI. Hey, Mike. Yeah.
All day.
All right. So then, what are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying I would not go to the standard UI.
He insulted us both, Bradley, on our own show. You gonna let that stand?
I'm okay with people insulting me. I don't even know what's happening.
But he insulted me though. That's the thing you should be upset about.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Finally, we get to the whole point of this thing.
We got to the crux of everything, huh?
There you go. There you go. Right, took you a while. took you.
All right, put me in the penalty box. That's
How
trifling. I'm so sorry.
how
guys.
could you talk about Mike? Don't do that.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
Is that so
Don't do
hard?
that. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I didn't realize you were being picked on. I apologize.
Slightly
you.
painful. But,
I didn't realize he was being picked on either, and I was talking. So
you were the one doing the pitching. Yeah.
Listen, I'm getting sensitive in my old age.
you're amazing, Mike. Keep up the
Yeah.
awesome. work.
Hey, thanks, man. Okay, you can stay.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
All right. All right. Well,
See,
Mike,
doesn't take a lot.
you're so amazing.
Oh,
What you
shut
got
up.
going on?
Oh, I'll show you. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Solo. I'm just detailing these little gauntlet things of hers.
Okay.
So yeah, we are getting there. And I know I said I'd be posing right now, but it's way easier for me to do this while she is still in symmetry. See, now Bradley the other day was saying that I break symmetry super early. I haven't been doing it that much lately. And it's only because I know I have parts that will be really difficult to try to do out of symmetry. So, and I don't have the guts to use the stager because I know I won't get it to work properly. So that's it.
What's looking good?
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
This is respectable, Cammy.
Respectable, Cammy.
There you go.
Bring to your parents'
There you
house.
go. That's right. This is the Cammy you can take home.
Yeah.
Meet your mom. This is meet your mom, Cammy.
Meet your mama, Cammy.
Meet your mama,
think
Cammy.
Cammy could be however she wants because it's her body, and she's respectable because we should respect her.
It's true.
All right, Eric, how you doing? What you got going on?
I'm just sculpting nails. That's it.
Oh, are you using that brush? The new the
insert.
Pablo Muniz brush? Oh, you're using an insert brush.
It's an insert brush. I don't know where I bought it or where I got it or downloaded it. I can't remember. It's a long time ago.
Dude, let me
Is
tell
that
you
an
something.
insert
I
brush
saw
for a nail.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a little lazy, Eric, even for me.
Yeah. I'm like, interesting.
So I saw Tony Gore using the Pablo Muniz new brush. That thing is everything, boy. I gotta download that. I keep saying I gotta download it.
Which one? Which one?
The one that you were using last week. The one that we were talking about last week.
The Geo one? This one?
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that
yeah,
Geo
look
brush
at
is
that.
silly, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it too.
So I need that.
He
I'm
released
having
a
that.
new a new feel one too. I saw on Instagram.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I went and downloaded a bunch of his stuff.
I just want to know how like this man finds the time, man. Like I guess because he does it full time, so that makes sense.
Him and Pavlovich, man. How do they both do it? I don't
So
understand.
Pav, I don't understand at all because Pav works for a studio. Does he? Doesn't he work for a studio? Ian? He works.
He
for a
does,
studio.
yep.
Yeah. Like Pav, I don't understand. Pav is the one I absolutely don't understand.
How can they do that?
Like
him and people like Grissetti. I don't know that they're actually from. I think they might be Skrulls. Actually, maybe they're Skrulls. They could be. Just saying. Nobody can get that much work done. Is all I'm trying to say.
They probably just got really good at it. Really good.
Okay.
Ben's trying to save all y'all. He's saying save.
I did.
Yeah, I already saved. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
But I should save again. Yes.
Jamie says, Eric, you should use the extractor brush to repeat that nail on the other fingers.
That's true.
Actually, yeah, that's a great idea. Thank you. Thank you.
or just copy that nail and move it to all the other fingers.
And
That's
then
true.
smooth it out and redo all the detail.
Yeah.
Just make it a brush.
And then Ian's like the ultimate workflow. Just make it a
Yeah, just make it a
make that into the IM.
Yeah, that's it. That's your new brush. Yeah.
Do it 10
Walt
times.
is on the
before you get
stream.
to the brush.
Walt is on the stream and he says they're both mutants.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What's up, Walt?
Yeah, Walt hopped on, said, "What's up, guys?" See the concentration growing here from the group as we're heading into the last 15 minutes of this sculpt. Ian, what do you have going on right now?
So I'm actually making a little like stone base for him as it might be a temporary base. It might turn into something a little bit more, but I'm just making a little, like I said, like a little plate, a piece of street or something that I'll probably put like some brush, like like he's punching through the ground or something like that. So yeah, I'm actually just sculpting a rock then, essentially. So getting a little bit of environment in there because I don't like moving to details until I have the whole, idea fleshed out. And right here, actually, thanks to Mike and his amazing wisdom. Seriously, dude, this actually looks a lot better. So I'm digging it.
I wish I could take credit for it, man. That's Brad's knowledge. But thank you.
Yeah, spreading that knowledge. So yeah. So now I'm just getting this looking a little bit more thought out, and then it's definitely going to be posting more updates on this over the weekend.
Hey, if like Ian, you guys thought that little tidbit was helpful, give us a like and subscribe if you don't mind, and also check out the B-side with Brad Grotman. He's the guy that kind of sensei'd me on posing, so you can get a whole lot of gems out of his show as well. On the Stylus League, Stylus League presents B-side.
Absolutely. And Ben is asking, is that a callback to Double Dragon on the base, Ian?
I really like where they're headed with that. Maybe you'll have to find out as I finish this up. I love throwing in Easter eggs.
Yeah, because Birdie was from Double Dragon, or Final Fight, right?
It was Final Fight, if I remember right.
Final Fight, but yeah.
But yeah.
Actually, after our last stream last week, I watched a 2-hour video on the entire story of Street Fighter from Street Fighter 1 all the way up to they wrapped it up on 5.
Oh wow.
And they went through every character in every game and what their backstory was going on.
What'd you see that on?
That was on. It was a YouTube. Video. Yeah.
Is that Top Hat? Was it Top Hat?
I don't remember where it was. Let me see if I find a video. I'll share it.
Yeah, send me a link. I'd like to have that as background noise.
Yeah, it was actually pretty interesting. So, Ian, that you're I know you're playing it now. And you said the story wasn't great. Have you been following the story at all before, though?
Yes.
So you actually did follow like what canon was for all of the characters, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Usually Street Fighter players do follow the canon of like that's one fighter game that they really do follow the canon for.
I would dare anyone here to tell me a Street Fighter that had a very good story mode. Like I can't think of one.
Nope.
I mean, yeah, that's the hard part, isn't it?
I think 5 had a pretty good story mode.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, 5 is the one that I skipped too. I haven't played 5.
5 was hard. It had a bad launch. Like the game was busted the day it released, and then bad promo.
And they tried to microtransaction the hell out of it.
They sure did, yeah. So yeah, no. I'm glad like 5 is done and over with.
And so you find
4 and 5 were about the same as far as engine wise, right? I think the mechanics that 5 and 4 introduced the focus attacks.
Yeah, so 4 introduced like ultra supers and then regular supers, and then there was like a lot of canceling abilities, and then, yeah, that focus attack you could set that up. I honestly loved 4 more than 5. But but that's why I'm really digging 6 in the mechanic system with 6, because they've changed it up so much. It's actually forcing me out of bad habits that I learned with 5. So I'm really excited to get those out. You know. So yeah, 6 is really good. I really enjoy it.
And so, Mike, you're saying you haven't followed a single one of these stories, huh?
I remember getting the Panasonic 3DO back in the day, and feeling like I was the king of the world. And I played Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition back before you could get it on everything. And I just remember watching the playing that story mode, and when it was over, being like, yeah, that happened, you know. So yeah.
Ian, which one had Sid as the big boss?
That was 4.
That was 4.
Yeah.
And but what I didn't realize was that the games aren't in chronological order.
No, they're not.
And so that's what, if you play them in order, that kind of screws you up if you think about it.
Yeah, if I remember right, Street Fighter 2 is like the last. But 6 is. But I think the way they fixed it was like 5 happened after 2, and 6 follows 5. So it was like 2 was the ending, and then 5 and then 6 technically. I think.
I believe, based off of what, if I recalled the video right, like they were mentioning that Third Strike was the ending.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, because they look a lot older and everything.
Yeah.
So Zujitsu says Street Fighter 4 introduced focus attacks. Street Fighter 3 introduced parries. 5 introduced V skills and triggers and crush counters. And Street Fighter 6 integrated all of them. And then he also says that the story goes Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 5. And according to this order, Street Fighter 1 did not exist.
That sucks.
And, I'm pretty sure it goes Street Fighter 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, or there's iterations of 3 that I even go after 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely been confusion. They're not making it easy.
No, they sure aren't.
So
yeah, he says Street Fighter 5 is supposedly the last we see M. Bison. He was in 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
5
he
or
was in
4.
5.
Yeah.
He was in 5. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
If we never see M. Bison again, it'd be too soon.
Yeah, I think
I'm over that.
Yeah, I think
I'm over
I'd be
him.
all right.
So, they need to come up with something a little different.
Walt says 3DO was the jam. We made
Thanks,
stuff
Walt.
for it in what is that? Microprose? It ended up being a CD player at my desk.
Yeah. Dude, I played. There was a
3DO
space.
Sega?
No, Panasonic.
That was Panasonic. Yeah, it was its own thing.
Panasonic.
There was a space game they had that was my first like CD space game, and I remember going to the arcade when I was a little bit younger, and they had those the CD space, like the CD games, and man, that's the whole reason I got it, because I was like, oh my gosh, it's like the arcade. I remember playing that game, man. I love that joint. Can't remember the name of the space game though.
I don't know anybody who owned a 3DO.
Hey man, I had I've never had a Nintendo, but I did have I had the original Game Boy, so I did have that, the black and white one, or green and black.
Green and black,
yeah. But no, I had not the real Atari, not 7200. What was it called? The first one?
The
What's the first number? 2600.
2600.
So I didn't have I had the Sears version, which is the same damn thing, but it didn't have the Atari on it. I had the Sears version of the Atari 2600. Then I had ColecoVision. Then I had Sega CD, Panasonic 3DO, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 4, Xbox, the second Xbox, then the new Xbox. And that's it. And I called it.
Then you've been PC since, right?
Then I've been PC ever since. You know, once you go PC, you don't go back. That's what they say on the streets, mean streets.
Doesn't flow as well.
Streets of Rage.
Hannibal says had a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have Commodore 64. Karateka was the joint on Commodore 64. Boy.
I had RoboCop.
When is that a group?
RoboCop, yeah.
Yeah.
What were we saying, Bradley?
Was that a music group? The Commodores? No?
If not,
yes.
can we make a boy band?
No? The Commodores was a music group?
The Commodore 64s. Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Would all of you guys be down to be in a boy band called Commodore
Never.
64?
As long as Mike is the head singer. He's on Beyonce.
Not even a little bit.
I'll agree. I'll agree to that if Mike does Frosted Tips like they did in the 90s. At which point I'll accept it. Jamie says my first PC was a VIC-20. I'm a
VIC-20. I gotta
look
that up.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with a VIC-20.
That's the Commodore VIC-20. That was the Commodore VIC-20 and the Commodore 64. The VIC-20, I believe, had the McDonald's keyboard where you had the plastic that went over the whole thing and you had to mush them really hard until your finger breaks them to press the buttons. I think that's right.
The VIC-20 Color PC. They spell color COLLOUR.
Yeah, European.
Oh, that's
Incredibly
cool.
racist thing to point out, Bradley, but okay.
No, I'm just saying, it stood out. How's it racist? I gotta be racist.
I find it interesting on the other side of the keys they have like colors that are listed. It's pretty interesting.
As an artist, I used to see the Amiga and I was all excited because I think they had like, I don't know, 600 colors or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So many colors. So many colors.
You don't ever need more than 600.
The Amiga was a joint back in the day.
Gus is saying, Jamie B, what a piece of history, man. Bet you, Jamie, your mom sold it at a yard sale.
Wow.
Dude, I'm feeling some kind of way. My mom sold my Atari 2600 at a yard sale for $20 with 30 games.
She's like, well, when you move out, that's what happens. All right, all your stuff is gone.
I lived in the house.
Oh,
No.
Now you know why he feels that way.
I ain't got nothing to go with that.
I lived at a home. She just saw it in the closet. It was just like, yeah,
Why
no,
not?
this is, yeah, no, you're not using it. You're not using it. Yeah, I was less than thrilled. Hannibal says, Sega Saturn crack. Playing X-Men versus Street Fighter and Marvel superheroes imported. Good times. That X-Men versus Street Fighter is the first Marvel versus Capcom, right? Or effectively what they ended up turning into Marvel versus Capcom, if I'm not wrong.
See, X-Men Street Fighter. No, actually, it was Children of the Atom first. That
Children
led
of
to
the
Marvel
Atom?
versus Capcom, and then X-Men versus Street Fighter. That was later.
I've never heard of that. Children of the Atom? I didn't.
Yeah, it's X-Men, Children of the Atom. Yeah, you don't remember that game?
I
It was
know.
all
I
about
don't.
the X-Men.
I
It was just the X-Men.
remember it, but I think what Raul was asking though is if the first Capcom crossover game was the Marvel v Capcom.
Yeah, Marvel v Street Fighter. I thought
I mean,
that's
Marvel
where-
v Street
No,
Fighter. Yeah.
I think the first one was Marvel versus Capcom. That was the first one. Because Marvel versus Street Fighter came later. Because I used to own it for I had an arcade machine here, and yeah, it was just that came much later.
So Marvel
I'm
vs.
pretty sure.
Capcom's first release was January 23rd, 1998. And X-Men versus Street Fighter release date was September 9th, 1996.
Yep. I remember because I used to play them. I was always anxiously waiting for the next one.
I know, Eric, you're saying it like but 96 is before 98.
Yeah, so no, but I mean,
What are you doing?
but I mean, okay,
Just so
so
that we're aware.
which one came out in '96? Which one came out in '96?
The one that came out was X-Men versus Street Fighter. That came out in
X-Men versus-
96,
Hmm,
and
that's interesting.
Marvel versus Capcom was 98.
Okay, so what about? Okay. I mean, I'm getting confused with Children of the Atom.
And
Well,
was
that was
Children
just an
of-
X-Men game.
that-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Children,
that was just,
an
that was
X-Men
not a
game.
crossover
Yeah.
game. Yeah, you're right.
No.
looks like that was a comic series as well. And then Children of the Atom game release date. That was 1994.
Yeah.
That was
Okay, yeah,
1994.
Wow.
All right. Let's see here. Jay says, anyone downloaded the GeoBrush?
Yes.
I
That's the one we were
Yeah,
just
good
talking
job.
about.
Good brush.
3D says, oof, my first was a Pentium 3, which was way later. My uncle had a 386 before that. My P3 PC was my first gaming PC. So yeah, when the Pentium 3 first dropped, I was a hot kid on the block with my Pentium 3. But we did own a PC before then. Played a
You
lot
guys
of
remember-
Echo and Solitaire.
Do you guys remember
Remember
the
the
Dell
dolphin?
commercial?
Yeah.
Oh, with that kid?
Yeah, dude, you're getting a Dell. You remember that guy?
Yeah, dude, you're getting a Dell.
You're getting a Dell.
I remember being in the barber shop and saying that I needed to get a haircut. I was like, dude, you gotta kind of hurry up with this cut because I'm getting my computer delivered today. And this guy was like, hey man, you don't even have to worry because I sell Dells. I was like, okay. Okay. Let me cancel this thing that's being delivered right now.
Yeah.
Right,
you
yeah,
fell down.
I can get a Dell.
and that helps me.
Exactly.
Don't even sweat it, man. I got the hookup. I'm selling Dells.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Stolo is on. Hey Stolo, how you doing, brother? Says Akuma is in Children of the Atom. Is he?
Yep. Akuma appears in other games and titles first before Street Fighter. And after too.
Oh, what? Okay, let me look up Akuma. I'm interested in what games Akuma's in.
What, Ian? How do you feel about? I don't like juggler fighter games, but what do you thought about Mortal Kombat?
You consider Mortal Kombat a juggler?
Yeah.
More
It is a
today, yeah, it's a juggler. I love the original 2. Like Mortal Kombat 2 is my
Mhm.
favorite. But I honestly didn't get into it as much as some of my other friends did. I more went into Bloody Roar, Power Stone.
Yeah.
Nice.
Power
And,
Stone,
Yeah, those
Power
were
Stone
some
was
of my
Bloody
dope.
favorites.
Roar. Yeah,
Big.
love those.
So I went that way, and then immediately but Street Fighter took it all the way home. Like that was always my bread and butter title.
What about Soul Calibur? Were you a fan of Soul
Soul
Calibur?
Cal.
Yeah,
nice.
actually,
Love
I did love Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2, I played that shit forever, man.
Of course
That
you
was-
did. That's the best one. That's why.
Yep. And I
had-
actually rocked Ivy. She was my go-to.
Yeah, Ivy's great. I had the GameCube version, so I was murking people at Link.
I was
had-
I was a tacky person. I like tacky.
Tacky. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tacky was good.
I think you know why, son.
Nah.
Anyway.
Well, and if somebody ever chose what was it, Maxi? I was like, no, I'm not playing this match. Somebody else. I'm handing this off.
So if a fighter, like I would say like the hardest fighting game to ever get into was Virtual Fighter. Like that was like a very super hard fighting game to get into because you have to like learn how to switch stances. I'm like, nobody wants to learn like real karate when we play this game. Like I don't want to do real karate to play a fighting game.
You're not lying, man. You're not lying.
Yeah, Virtual Fighter was tough. I'm surprised. They got to like 4 Virtual Fighters. How many virtual? I think quite a few, but
Well, I feel the same with Tekken. I never got into Tekken because it was too technical.
I love Tekken.
One of my friends is amazing at Tekken. Like he can whoop butt in like less than 10 seconds.
We're wrong.
What was that, Mike?
I didn't say any of that. I love Tekken, but I played it as a button masher. I did not, and I would hold the controller in my lap and tap the buttons with my fingers like it was a keyboard. And I won every damn game. I was nice with it.
I think you might do well with a hitbox if that was the case.
Yeah, I think Mike. Yeah, we're gonna convert Mike into a hitbox. He'll get it.
Send me a
Yeah, I sucked at Tekken. I couldn't play it.
It's a juggler. I suck with juggling. Like at least with Street Fighter, you can worry about like crossovers and like blocking. Like it's hard to like I hate in a juggler. Like there's nothing you can do. I might as well put my damn controller down, wait for me to hit the damn ground so I can like
go walk out, go grab a drink.
Yeah, like, grab a drink. I'm just gonna be in the air. There's something I can do right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see here. So Hannibal asks, when was Marvel Superheroes, the original Power Stone, released? I don't know. Let's see. Marvel Superheroes release date. Game. That is October 24th, 1995. Jujitsu says Akuma in Tekken was really good character to play. He made it to Tekken?
Yeah.
Akuma gets around.
Man.
Akuma
gets around. Yeah.
Look, Akuma makes complete sense in Tekken. Like he actually like feels really like I remember playing him in Tekken. Like he felt like he belonged there.
Yeah, he's a juggler. He is like the
he's a
juggler
juggler,
character that was really introduced in Street Fighter.
3D says, "Oh, Akuma in Tekken was overpowered."
Oh yeah.
Did any of you guys play King of Fighter? King of Fighters?
Yeah, that's my favorite, even more than Street Fighter. King of Fighters is the best.
That's still like a 2D cartoony fighter, right?
Yeah. Well,
they never made a jump to like 3D.
No, they did.
2.5.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Like King of Fighters 12 or something. It became 3D. So yeah.
because
I don't like the new ones though. I like the old, like say 94, which was the first one, through 99. They were pretty cool. And then after that, like 2000, everything it just started getting weird.
yeah, I never got into King of Fighters. I think my entry into King of Fighters is in quotations would be BlazBlue. But that's not King of Fighters, but that's
The thing with King of Fighters is that basically that's the actual game, but the tournament itself was always called King of Fighters. It basically it was part of the Fatal Fury series. So whenever they would go into the tournament, it was called the King of Fighters. But eventually they separated, Fatal Fury series from King of Fighters because King of Fighters was its own IP. But the characters that you would see in Fatal Fury, like the main characters, like the brothers Terry and Andy Bogard, and then their friend Joe Higashi, they were all in King of Fighters throughout the whole series. But the game was groundbreaking because you could have like basically a team of 3 people, and they were from like different countries, but you could mix and match as well. There was an edit mode that was just amazing. So yeah, it was really cool.
all right.
Talk about weird. Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say you want to talk about weird games. Do you guys remember Street Fighter EX?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
That was awful, man.
No.
Whoa,
I wanted to love that game just because it was 3D, but it was really bad, dude.
Yeah.
Which one was
really
Alpha? I'm
bad.
confusing with Alpha. It was Alpha 3?
No,
Alpha's when
Alpha
you're
is at
kids.
3.
Well, Alpha is
Alpha,
basically 0 in Japan, but but basically, yeah, it's the beginning. It's like a prequel, basically.
Okay, I like
Street
Alpha.
Fighter 2.
Why was I
Yeah,
under the
he-
impression that was like a 3? Street Fighter Alpha is not like a
No,
third
actually,
strike.
if you look at the characters, like for example, Ryu, he even looks younger than his normal self, and he's more reminiscent of the Street Fighter 1 Ryu. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, because there was a 3 Alpha.
Yeah, there was Alpha 3. That was my favorite one.
Yeah.
Wait, they made a 3 of Alpha? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Alpha
there's 3 of
1,
them.
2, and 3. There's 3. Yeah.
That's why.
That was actually Alpha 3, I think, was the first time they introduced a world tour mode where you can level up your characters on like the PlayStation and stuff. So I would max out my characters. And that was also wasn't the first time they released Shin Akuma, but it was one of the ones where you can like really level him up and earn him. He wasn't just like a hidden character.
Yeah.
I remember seeing Street Fighter Alpha 3 and just thinking it was another iteration of 3.
Nope.
No.
Or you know.
More you know. I played them.
After
I
that.
not for nothing. I played them. I played both of them. so but that's just how their naming convention really messed up that series for me, right?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Super Championship, Yo Mama edition. Like they had everything on there.
Yeah,
I remember the Your Mom edition was the best. It was pretty cool.
It was. It's
Your mom was the basically your own mom was the final boss.
yeah. You did a 3D scan.
Yeah. Get back to work.
Yeah, mine came out with a chancleta.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's the worst boss, man.
That's the worst spot. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Let's see. Zujitsu says Virtual Fighter 5.5. 3D Matic says, "Oh, Bradley, what a callback! Virtual Fighter 2, man, it was my jam." 3D Matic also says, "Orlando, man, King of Fighters 95 to 2002, played all of them at the arcade so much."
Yeah, they were pretty cool.
98 was the best one for him, he says. And Hannibal says, Akuma or Kuma the Bear?
Kuma the bear.
What
All day. All day.
I don't know what that
Just
is.
because, actually, what was the panda's name? There was the variation of Kuma.
I need to see what this is.
I don't know what it is. I gotta look that up.
Oh, okay. Now that I see him, he was. This is a fighting. This is a character in a fighting.
It's
game.
Tekken.
Tekken. Yeah, it is Tekken. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I remember seeing this. It's so ridiculous.
Oh, the
All right.
bear character. In
The
Tekken.
bear
Oh,
character. Yeah, I just didn't know what he was called.
Yeah, talk about a great story mode. To see how those bears did their thing. That was fun, man.
I like the Tekken anime on Netflix. I thought that was pretty cool.
I never liked how Heihachi was just such a complete a-hole to his children. Like he's a bad dude, man. He's killing his
bad dad.
Trying to kill his son, his grandkid. Like he's not a good guy.
Why have the kids if you're gonna just kill them, right?
I know. Turn them into devils. It's crazy.
Frederick says the best title had to be Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Oh my god.
That was the best.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's a thing? That's a thing?
Yeah, that's
it's
the
true.
thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Mortal
That's a
Kombat.
thing.
Oh, I
Yep.
gotta look that
Real
up.
actors.
I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah, that's
really
dope,
bad,
actually.
We did not mention that game.
You know what?
Wait, what was that
I feel like
released
watching
on?
I feel like watching the Street Fighter
Arcade.
movie again.
Oh,
actually.
that's an arcade.
It's an
That's
arcade,
an
yeah.
arcade port. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned Street Fighter Rainbow Edition.
I mean, is that now we're just throwing stuff out. Now,
No,
what's
no,
funny
look it up.
is that now I don't know how serious we're being.
Oh my
No,
gosh,
seriously.
Street Fighter, the movie, the game, arcade.
Yeah.
There
Yep.
it is. Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's a real
Yeah,
thing.
that's
There
yeah.
really
crazy,
is
real
a
thing,
Street
man.
Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition.
Yeah, that,
Yep.
That's so
guys-
ridiculous.
How you guys are like thinking this sounds all made up.
It
Like,
sounds
No,
made
no,
up.
it's check it out. Just Google
Yeah.
it.
Fighter, the Rainbow
Nope.
Edition.
Now I have to check Yo Mama Edition. That was a joke, but
That was a joke. That was good.
That was a joke.
For sure.
Bro.
that's way too funny. Hannibal says Abuela had the chancleta with the infinity stones in
Yeah,
it.
there you go. That's even worse.
Mike, I need you to make this into a t-shirt.
Okay.
It needs to happen, and I'm gonna sell the crap out of that.
Chancleta.
We'll give Hannibal his cut.
Chancleta of infinity.
Thiago Castro is on. Welcome to the stream. Thiago says M. Bison is the best villain of all time. I don't think Ian agrees.
Bison's cool. I'm just tired of Bison. I'm just done. Like, yeah, Bison's been the villain since I was like 9. Like, we can move on.
We can move on. You think so?
Yeah,
But
you know.
I mean, so for most games, that's still the case, though, right? Mario, Bowser, Zelda, Ganon, or Ganondorf. You got, you can't use any of the Final Fantasies because they're never the same. But like most of those series that exist forever, the big bad is always the same.
Yeah, but I will argue for Zelda's sake, okay, without zero spoilers. So zero spoilers if you're still playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Did you beat
Zelda? Not yet.
Okay,
almost.
I haven't beaten it yet.
But I will say Zelda always mixes it up though. Like Bison's just been the guy who has the psycho powers. He's always been like top. He's always trying to lead some like drug lord. And sure, like yeah, Ganon's always tried to like conquer and have, but like the game mechanics, they really mixed up the story. They've changed elements. There's timelines with Zelda, like so. There's like a whole lore based into it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, Bison, I'm kind of just over him. I'm just over him.
You're just done. I'm just done.
I'm just done. You know,
Just done.
I'm just done.
Zujitsu says Claude Van Damme as Guile.
Oh yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
His best role ever.
I think that just speaks more to his video. I almost said discography. What is it called for videos? None of you guys
Uh,
know?
His
Collection
screen
of
credits?
movies that
His filmography. I don't know.
filmography. Yeah, filmography. Good.
That,
Thank
that
you.
thing? I don't know.
I don't know. I just made it up. It sounded right. I don't know.
Yeah, it sounded good.
We're gonna roll the dice here. If not, we'll
Yeah.
coin it.
Yeah.
Frederick says they made it look like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's what they did with the game. Yeah, I remember that.
Hannibal says, "Gotta take care of the kids. Wu-Tang is for the children."
It's true.
Get it.
Get it. Yain says, "Dark Stalkers is a great fighting
Oh
game.
yeah, Dark Stalker.
It's a shame
yeah.
the IP it's dead for the moment." Well, Morgan is in like everything, isn't she?
It's been a while. Like Capcom is sitting on like jewels, and I don't know what their strategy is.
I completely agree with that.
I don't know what the strategy is.
Their strategy is to
Nintendo
remake the
sometimes.
games that made them money.
Actually,
I
I've
could see that.
heard through some of the gamers that I follow that are into it that Capcom has a lot of games like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. They can't make an official re-release of it because it's like so much copyright and IP legal issues. So there's a lot of stuff that just I think that's just tied up with too many legal logistics that they don't think it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like which is interesting because I think if they release Marvel vs. Capcom 2 today, they'd make their fair share of money and then some. But rumor mill that I heard had that the two companies, both Marvel and Capcom, they just can't come together and have an agreement. So they did do a recent cabinet release, but because there's some weird law between like arcade cabinets is not technically a video game. It's not the same release. It's not. It's like it's considered a toy. It's not considered a video game or something like that. It's really fascinating. So
yeah, it is. It's a crazy thing with the IPs because I asked if I could do statues of Marvel vs. Capcom, and they said no because it's pretty difficult. You would have to go to Marvel, get the license with them, and then you would have to get it with us. Then you have to create a third agreement or something. And it's like it's insane. So yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. So they're staying away from that for a while.
Interesting.
Until Disney goes broke, which is actually kind of happening. So maybe who knows? Maybe they'll be able to buy Marvel to themselves. Just keep it for a while and do a bunch of games. Who knows?
Disney just laid off like half of ESPN, so they're making their money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I have friends there, and it's getting bad.
Like they laid off half. Like people that I follow on ESPN are like they don't have their jobs today.
Yeah, it's horrible, dude. It's horrible. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Thiago says maybe I exaggerated a little bit. And Ashley Adams is on the stream. Ashley says, "Holy muscles, Jacked Club." Also, grats again, Bradley.
Ashley, check your emails later. But thank you.
Check your emails later on.
What's up, Ashley?
Zujitsu says the last Marvel vs. Capcom didn't have the X-Men in it because Disney didn't have the rights to the X-Men.
Yep.
Dude, I was wondering why Wolverine wasn't in there.
Yeah, because they were going through the thing, remember? Trying to acquire the...
Or was he? Was Wolverine in it?
I don't remember, but I'm just saying, like, overall, they were going through something with Fox and everything.
What? In what game? What are you talking about?
The latest version of Marvel vs. Capcom.
He's
no... Yeah, they limited the characters. They didn't have all the characters they usually did. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there. Okay. I was about to say.
Yeah, but a lot of the other characters were in there, like Cyclops, I think, and all these other characters.
All right. Well, guys, we have gone over a little bit. We'll go ahead and put pencils down and up at the current moment.
Okay.
I'll follow directions this time, I promise.
As he continues to break directions.
No. I'm just framing it. Just framing it.
All right, frame. Good.
Framing,
Good.
too.
Glad to see it.
Eric was framing since he got in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Framing.
Eric's still working. I can see all of your monitors.
All right. There you go. I'm done.
Jeez, man.
I'm done.
We had one rule, Eric.
There's one thing going on, man. Okay,
All right.
Eric,
Yes.
where did we start the stream and where did we end it today?
Well, I needed to post this guy. I post him, and I just did the detailing. I promised I would. I couldn't add like any wrinkles or just like tertiary detail or pores or anything. But this is as far as I could get.
I mean, it looks
Man.
great.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it
man.
looks good.
Rotate him around.
Sure. Here you go.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice. He's
He doesn't have
Yes.
nails in this hand though, but oh well.
It's
just
okay.
copy and paste the hand and the nails, and you're all good.
Here you go.
Copy
Done.
pasta. Yeah.
All
And did you say that you were actually going to print this, or is that?
I'm actually gonna refine it because this is probably like at, I don't know, probably like at 50%. So I still need to do a lot of anatomy stuff and things. Probably erase all the vein work and all that stuff. And yeah, just post them like the correct way. And hopefully, if people like it, then I'll just produce it.
Okay.
I'll talk to Capcom.
Wait, why would you wipe the veins?
Oh, because I have to resculpt the. I mean, this is very rough anatomy. I still have to like tweak a lot of things that are wrong. And then once I do that, then yeah, I have to map out the anatomy better. Because right now it just looks like a bunch of like random muscles. But once I do that, then yeah, then I'll just do the final detail. You usually don't do like veins or textures like pores or anything, or like whatever wrinkles or like the scars until like the anatomy is really nice. Once it's done, then yeah, you start doing that. It's like the cherry on top. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks great, but I'm a layman, so and my muscles
what
look
was that?
exactly like that, so I think the anatomy is fine.
Thank you.
What was
No,
that
no,
brush
this
you were
is
using last time for the scars, Eric?
Oh yeah, it was the Pablo Munoz brush. It's go here. It's Scar Brush by
Scar Brush?
Pablo. Yeah, Scar Brush.
That's not in the that's not in that Geiger pack, is it?
No. It's the latest pack that I told you guys about. I think it was last week. Like you were
okay.
a new one. I think
2
Ian was
weeks ago,
talking
I
about
think.
it too. It's the one that
Yeah.
comes
Okay.
with the Geo brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
amazing. Man.
great.
It's free.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Nice.
Oh man, that looks dope, dude. Great job.
Yeah.
Sure does. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric. What about you, Ian? Where did we start this week
All
and
right.
where did we end?
All right, so like I said at the beginning of the stream, I had a pose I did not love, so I reposed, and then Mike came in hot with some Brad Grootman advice that I loved, so he helped me finalize it. I'm liking this pose a lot better now. Like Eric, there's still a lot of refinement I want to do. I just really wanted to get the feel of him more so. I still think I want to push him a little bit more, just make it a little bit more dynamic on all angles, because that's the thing with statues. You always want to make sure that looks good from every angle. So there's still a little bit of finessing, but I'm getting to the point now where I think it'll be good to start moving into some secondaries and seeing how things blend together. At this point, like I said, I'm going to put in a lot more hours and work over the weekend on him, and probably I'm going to take this up a few notches. Right now, it's still in its. I consider this my very still rough lockout, but with purpose.
Yeah, with
But it's-
purpose.
yeah.
Yeah. So something like this, Ian, how long would something like this take you to complete?
See, that question's actually funny because the answer I always give is really up to you, the artist, where you are, where your skill level is, and what you're trying to achieve. I broke symmetry like within minutes with this piece. So my goal for this piece was to actually focus on asymmetrical sculpting. So I'm actually moving a lot slower than I normally would if I kept an asymmetry and pushed it really far. So something like this is taking me longer, but if I were to try to give you like an answer, I would probably put another 15, 20 hours in it, maybe, to really just push it, take my time with it, not rush it, because I'm also trying something a little bit out of my comfort zone. You know, but yeah, that's a hard one to answer just because it really depends on the project and what you're doing. If I were to quote for work, like somebody said, give me a birdie statue, how long would it take you? You know, then I'd be like, okay, give me a couple of weeks. What's your concept? And let me knock something out. By week 1, I'd have something fleshed out because I would rely on what I'm comfortable with to get my professional job done. But with something like this, I'm able to experiment. I don't count time behind the wheel on the experiments as like this is how long it's taken me, because it's not a normal average. This is me trying to grow as an artist. So this will take as long as it takes, and I don't mind going through it. That's what I love about it.
Awesome. No, thank you for that response. And yeah, I mean, it always depends on the project. It's just, with personal projects, a lot of times those things kind of get dropped because you're dealing on something else, or you lose focus, or what have you. So it's a question that comes up quite a bit.
It is, yeah, and it's hard to answer that question. And I think, just because there is no definitive answer, unless I'm quoting you for a job, and then I'll give you some definitive answers and prices.
Yeah, very quick. Isn't that amazing? Awesome, man. Thank you.
No,
Bradley, where did we start this week? Where did we end?
So I started with like this. His face still looked like kind of very clay strokey, and his hair was blocked out. Where I ended today was cleaning some of that up. Started blocking through and making the strands of the hair. What I'm probably going to do this weekend is finish his gi in Marvelous Designer. I already have it like in place. I just got to start simming some of it. But this is where I ended for this guy. But I will finish him. Hopefully I can have it done soon. I have nothing else I'm doing.
Awesome. No, thank you for that. And all of that progress is going to be submitted where, Bradley?
Stylus League, YouTube,
Station.
Instagram,
Art
Station, all those places.
All right, great. Thank you for the shameless plug. And Mike, where did we start and where did we end with Take Your Kami Home to Mama?
That's not what I said. This is Introduce Your Mama to Kami. Actually, it was even more clever than that. I can't remember what it is. No, I didn't have any of the kind of the buckles made for that. I didn't have the gauntlets made for her. I didn't have the texturing done on her outfit. So if I hide all this and come back over here, I went and detailed this green part a bit more, kind of added some details and stuff to that.
I'm loving the texture to it.
Thank you. Yeah. So so she's getting there. The boots, added some padding to the back of the boots, so they're getting there. Her hair, I added some more kind of little loose flyaway joints in the front, and that's kind of it. The little insignia and the straps on the side there. So yeah. So now all I got to do is just to pose her. Like I really wanted to pose her today, but I think it was more important to get these things done so that when I do pose her, she'll have everything that she needs to be Kami. She doesn't have an incredibly intricate suit. She's basically in a bodysuit. So having these little tiny bits helps. Every little part helps to
the details just kind of bring it more to life. Exactly like when you added those the straps or the harness that she's got on, it definitely started to add additional character to her. So
yeah. So it's this was a fun one. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. Like I haven't even put wrinkles and stuff into the suit yet. So when I pose her, I will. Little compression folds and things like that. But yeah, no, I'm having a good time with her. It sounded terrible. I'm having a good time with this sculpt. This is a good sculpt that I'm having a good time with.
Yep.
Regardless
there
of
you
who it
go.
is.
All right, thank you, Mike. I'm gonna bring myself back on camera. All right, guys, a couple of housekeeping items. As you guys know, this is the last episode in the Street Fighter series. If you want to see all of the progress from where everybody started to where we've ended at this point, go back to the playlist. You can check out the Street Fighter playlist. If you haven't already done so, please like the stream. It really helps us out a lot with YouTube. Actually helps gets all of this stuff recommended out. If you haven't already done so either, and you like the content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Doesn't hurt. A little clicky. You're good there.
Yep.
Share out the content.
Yeah.
And yeah, stay with us here as we continue to grow the channel. Eric,
Yeah,
Ian, yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, listen, so this is the one thing that we've noticed after looking at analytics on our channel is that we have some of the most loyal viewers that there are. You guys tune in more often and stay on longer than most people do for these kind of videos. What we need is new subscribers. So if you really find this interesting and helpful and like our guests and our content and things like that, please tell people who aren't already watching us to bring them on, because we need to grow out our numbers. We already have some of the best, fans that we could have of the show, and we just need more people to be aware and join us. And we are on the end of episode 98, which means there are 2 episodes left until 1 episode left.
1 episode.
You didn't come. Listen, you didn't come here for the math, you guys. You didn't come here
It's
for
very
math.
clear. You guys have been not batting 100.
We have 1 episode left until episode 100, and we are going to do something nice. So please come back for that, and definitely bring 2 friends. If you tell 2 friends and they tell 2 friends and so on, then you're old like me and you know what that's from. Anyway, it's commercial. It's commercial, you guys.
House parties? I don't know. What is
Pantene, son? You too young to know that. Pantene, which is our shampoo of preference from where I come from, straight in the middle class.
I mean, for me, the Pantene commercials were the ones that my mom covered my eyes for when I was growing up. But yeah, guys, I mean, getting the word out there is going to be really helpful.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yep. And guys, if you guys want to see where all of the models end up after they're all wrapped up, generally those are all posted in our Discord. It's in the description below. It's an amazing community if you haven't already joined. So go ahead and join it. With that being said, Eric, thank you so much for your time. Ian, thank you so much for coming on here. We know you guys have busy schedules, so it's been an honor to have you guys on this show.
Absolutely.
And be with us,
Likewise, guys. Thank you so much.
And
thank you for having
and for coming back for a second time. You guys are the first guest to come on for a second time, so thank you for that.
First guest to come on for a second time, and a first double header also.
That's right. That's right.
With guests that aren't, and I'm gonna always caveat this, that aren't the super friends.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome. No,
So with
guys.
that, guys, thank you very much for showing up, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Thank you, guys.
Peace, guys.
Bye.